four French drivers at the French Grand Prix trying to win this on the final lap. The three wide again, Guillaume down the inside. Guillaume moves across, they're both in front of Milan and Pouget.
Before you know it, we find ourselves here in the very final race of the competition.
And then they see truck racing and they think, this is crazy, you know, these are 5-ton machines, 1200 horsepower brake. Oh, look at that switchback. Oh, you can look and a drift to show off. Back there, go on ball with Ben Gregory now. I love it. 10.5 minutes gone. Senna Lanson tries to go for the race lead. Hello everybody, welcome to Chaz Draycott Media and welcome to the very, very first episode and stream that I'm going to be doing on Formula 1 Challenge 99 to 02. I am absolutely buzzing to be playing this game and I've already seen that it's not quite, bear with it, there we go, it's going to pick up, you're not going to like this, bear with me 1 second everyone, because what it's done is it's picked up the game input there, blonde in the background. Yes, Sabrina. Oh, thank you very much, dogs. Thank you very much. Sabrina Carpenter has come over for Christmas. She's here. She's sticking around, and there's also a giant goose here that you cannot see. What I'm just going to do, bear with me. I'm just going to mess with. Oh, it's going to go really slow because there's a bit to explain with this game. So bear with me. This game is a bit of a nightmare because it doesn't use a full screen. It doesn't use 1920 by 1080. It does like the top left corner of the screen and then it enlarges it, so it messes about with the layout of everything. So I'm just making sure that I've got the actual background thing turned off, my screen turned off on this. So bear with me. Let me just make sure this is right. And then yeah, it should just be black. And then if I go back on here, yeah, sorted. Beautiful. Hello, Tim. Thank you very much for the subscribe, mate. Pot, good to see you, mate. I was enjoying watching you boys be absolutely awful at FIFA earlier on. That was a fun stream, though, all the same, and I hope that Cloud isn't still angry as he was before. Anyway, getting into it. F1 Challenge 99 to 02 is an unbelievably fun game. It's the closest thing I've ever seen to R Factor that isn't R Factor, because this is the engine that started R Factor basically by Image Space Incorporated. They've made 4 seasons of Formula 1 available in one game from 1999 to 2002. Some of the best years in Formula 1 if you ask me, with some of the best cars. You're looking at one of them now. And what I'm going to be doing is going through them all. We're going to be doing, as you can see above me, we're going to have 50% race distances, 2 times tyre wear and fuel usage, 100% difficulty, aggression and damage. We're only going to do qualifying in the race. Qualifying is going to be half an hour. So I'm only going to let it get to half an hour, then I'm going to finish the session and then go into the race. There's no race restarts beyond lap 2, no queue jump in more than 3 cars at once, because sometimes the AI, they just sit in a queue and they back themselves up, and it's easy to just fly past like 15 of them. So I'm going to make sure that I don't jump past more than 3. I'll take advantage of it a bit, but I'm not going to take the mick. And then obviously at the end of each season, I then choose one of the drivers that I've beaten in the championship and then can take what would have been their seat for the next year. We're starting out as Ricardo Zonta, the Brazilian driver that joined British American Racing in 1999 with this incredible livery. So this was I think it was Lucky Strike cigarettes and 555. And they wanted to have one car like this and one car like this, and the FIA and Formula 1 wouldn't let them do this. So they basically said, right, we're going to make something ugly. And they decided to do this zip down the middle of the car, and they had a half and half livery. But I still think it's one of the best looking F1 cars ever made. Obviously this is the censored version. There's no tobacco on this thing, so unfortunately it doesn't look as good, because I will always tell people that tobacco laden liveries never influenced me. I've never touched a cigarette in my life, but they always look better than the non-tobacco versions. Rothman's had some horrible looking cars. because of the stupid question marks and things that they had instead. Anyway, we're going to go into our first championship. We're doing 2 Grand Prix today. We're doing the Australian Grand Prix and the Brazilian Grand Prix. As you can see, I've had a bit of a test through of it before. I actually had a couple of points with my teammate Jacques Villeneuve previously. But yeah, we're going to go for a new championship. We are going to delete the current one. And here we go. Flag rules are on. Mechanical failures are scaled, so I can have mechanical failures. Fuel usage is ×2. Tyre wear ×2. Race length 50%. And 21 AI drivers. We're going to accept that and head to Australia for the first round of the season. We are also going to listen to all of these because I love this. I really love these.
Mika Hakkinen starts the season determined to end it a 2-time world champion.
Let's hope he does.
Teammate David Coulthard and Ferrari's Michael Schumacher are tipped to be his main rivals. But with Formula One being so unpredictable, we could see some real surprises yet. Pedro de la Rosa, Ricardo Zonta and Marc Genet are all starting their Formula One careers here in Australia. The new kids on the block will be keen to impress both experienced drivers and Formula One fans the world over.
I thought he was only mentioning them because they're around me on the grid, but yeah, they tend to do that. It tends to take the mick out of you, so if someone beats you, it will make sure that it tells you. It's quite funny.
Year at the very top of Formula One.
Yes, they were.
Team boss Ron Dennis has world champion Mika Hakkinen and David
Music's
Coulthard
horrendous.
at the wheel.
I'm going to turn the music down at some point.
MP414. Ferrari are likely to be McLaren's main rivals.
It'll say something about BAR.
Jean Todt has already stated in public that they are only interested in winning and that anything else is unacceptable.
Oh.
Elsewhere,
Flipping heck.
British American Racing are looking forward to their first ever start in Formula One.
That's
World
us.
champion Jacques Villeneuve and rookie Ricardo Zonta will be hoping that the BAR 001 is every bit as good as team boss Craig Pollock reckons it is.
Liz hopes it's as good as team boss. Wait, hang on. No, I've messed that up, haven't I? Hopes it's just as good as team boss Craig Pollock says it is. Anyway, we'll go to one of my favourite circuits in the world, Albert Park, Australia. Love this place.
Unlike most street circuits, there is not a single 90-degree turn or hairpin in sight.
Is it?
I hate to quote the marketing pundits, but this venue really is a
great place for the race. Right, so I'm just going to check my controls and everything. I'm on the Thrustmaster TGT2 with the standard pedals, and yes, everything is working. I've obviously done a few races and so on to test all this. I've tested the difficulty and so on. We're in practice 1 here, so we're going to skip through to qualifying. Only half an hour qualifying. I'm going to let it get to that half an hour, and we're going to go from there. So we're going to go into vehicle setup. There are already setups in the game that you can use, so we're going to use the Grip Australia one. And because we've got the fuel usage on double, obviously the race is halved, so I've doubled the fuel usage to match it, and the tyre wear. You have to be really careful about the weight of the car, because the fuel will only last you half the distance it normally would. So 30 litres will only get you 3 measly laps. But we're going to be in this camera because the onboard chase camera is pretty horrific, and we're going to get things underway. We've got a Prost out in front of us. It literally just is R Factor, this, and I can't tell you how buzzing I am to be playing it. It's just great to have that consistency. So as you'll have seen in some of my social media posts about this, I've done a 1996, good God you're loud, done a 1996 F1 season that was sort of custom to me and my own rule set. Oh my God, it's noisy. But that was all a bit scrappy and inconsistent because I needed to use modded circuits for every round. None of the difficulties were the same. It was all a bit messy. So, yeah, it's great to have a game that will give you 4 seasons in a row that you can progress through and have that sort of difficulty curve with it. I am going to have to pause this and turn the volume down because this is insanely loud. I'm going to pull over to the right here. Just bear with me. You can just pause it. Oh no. Oh wait. Is that different button? Oh, my controls are not the same as what they were before. It should be that to pause it and that. Oh, bear with me. Let me just do this. 1 second. Let me just turn the game down a bit because, my God, it is mighty noisy. Flipping heck. That was a lot louder than I expected it to be. What I'm going to do is just make sure that my controls are correct as well, because that is not what I'd set them to be. So I'd previously had it so that this button down here was pause and unpause, but instead it's giving me fuel stuff. Let me just check this. Yeah, it's changed my controls for some reason. That's not good news. My pedals and stuff are the same, and the actual wheel inputs, but yeah, that's the same. Oh, there we go. Is it just? That's really weird. Yeah, that's to pause it. Okay. Well, they're different to what they were, but the inputs and so on are the same. Alex EK9, JP Morgan, chat and status. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Alex. Merry Christmas indeed, mate. Hope you're doing well. Miss you, mate. We are Zaccardo Ronta in 1999. I hope it looks and sounds alright, everyone. Let me know if there's any imbalance or whatever other than the fact that I'm louder than the game, because I hope I am. And let's do our very first qualifying session of what is going to be a 4-year campaign in this game, if my PC lasts and if I last. God, this BAR does not handle like the cars I've driven before. Admittedly, I was doing a test season in a Stuart, actually, which was a front-running car in 1999. It's just it broke down a lot, as did its drivers. So this BAR, I can tell you, is not quite up to the same standard as that car. Still feels good, though. It's mad the difference it makes actually having no fuel in the thing. You do feel the weight difference, but then again, it is R Factor. R Factor is very good. It's just that soundtrack. It's what we miss from current F1, innit? Now I have traction control on, I have stability on, I have anti-lock brakes on, I've got a lot of stuff helping me, but at the same time it's also hindering me. Because the difficulty is so high, it's actually quite hard to match the AI pace with those assists on, because the car doesn't just let you get away with whatever you want. You can't just gun it everywhere. Jarno Trulli takes pole. That was the Prost that we were behind earlier on. Now what this does do is simulate perfectly who drives for who season after season. So there's no sort of, like you'd get on FIFA where random players sign for random teams and so on. It doesn't change around who goes where. This perfectly simulates it from one year to the next. That might be pole. No, it's not. 1:34.5. We are 1.1 seconds off Ralf Schumacher. Try again with barely any fuel in the thing. Now you get a limit of 12 laps as well in quali. So within that half hour I do aim to use all 12 laps, because why not? Unless I do one that's right on the edge that I'm happy with. Oh, gone deep. See, now he always says that, but I'm actually up. Well, I was 62 thousandths, but I went deep into that corner. Oh, a few stabs of the brakes there. Yeah, now, I wanted to mention, even though I do have the... Sorry, I'm just enjoying the noise. Even though I do have the assists and stuff on, I can spin the car quite easily. It's very easy to do so. I'm almost matching my time. He says that a lot as well, because of people going slowly into the pits. It does say there's a spin in Sector 3 quite a lot. Like that. I can't quite see your message, Alex. Bear with me, because I've got the chat switched off on that right hand screen and it's behind Spotify. Okay, out the final corner. We haven't got enough fuel for another lap on this run. We're a little bit quicker. Car behind us, so let's just lob it out of the way. Get off the circuit. Bear with me, let me just bring the chat up. Where is chat? It will go quiet for a second, sorry. Just bear with me. Where's Chatto? There's Chatto. Sorry. There he is. There's Alex. Some boy, mate. I'm on a ferry right now, so enjoy the stream. My wireless fidelity is kill. Thank you very much for popping in, though, Alex. Good to see you, mate. Right, then. Let's see. So we're a second off pole at the moment. Ralf Schumacher currently fastest in the Williams. We've got the Minardis, the Stewarts. Look at the Stewarts. This is a fun thing it does. So depending on what car you're looking at, the force feedback actually gets affected by the car that's on screen, regardless of if it's you or not, which is really freaked me out the first time it did it. That's the Stewart of Rubens Barrichello going across the line, and he is only just starting a flying lap. Let's move up the order a bit, shall we? There's Dill, Schumacher, Coulthard, Hakkinen. The top four aren't out on circuit. Frentzen is at the moment. And the Jordan, it's mad actually when you watch back season reviews of 1999. It's crazy how close Heinz-Harald Frentzen was to winning the championship with the Jordan. I think it was late on in 1999. He went to Monza with a chance of winning the championship. Oh, well, not there and then, but he was still a contender at that point. It's crazy. I understand there's a lot of info on screen right now for you watching on YouTube, so I do apologise. Hello, Mr. Hoyland. Skulking. Oh, yes, Snow Runner's a belter, mate. I hope you've had a good Christmas as well, mate, and I hope you're looking forward to a very, very healthy new year. No more times on the board yet. We're faster than our teammate, which is important, Jacques Villeneuve. I don't really want to be teammates with Jacques Villeneuve, but then again, no one does. We'll have to see, won't we? What we can do. We will go back on circuit stuff. There's no point me sitting here, is there? I like that it includes the old graphics as well, which is really good. Come on. Let's get this BAR higher up the grid, shall we? We've got another 3 laps in the tank. It does say we've done 5 laps because we quit halfway around one. Oh, I don't know about the top 3, dogs. To be honest with you, I'm hoping to just get some championship points this season, in the first season. But that's what I like about it. Realistic expectations. We're not going to be winning races. We're not going to be getting podiums, I don't think. Oh, Rubens goes about 5/10 quicker, or half a second as it's known in the industry. But yeah, I think points finishes probably what we can hope for, because as soon as I score a single championship point, because let's not forget, back in 1999 you only got points in the top 6 positions in Formula 1. If I get a single point, that's going to put me considerably higher up the championship than a lot of drivers. So that one championship point could be so important regarding my options for the 2000 season. But we've got a long old time to think about that yet, because we're going to be trying to go through these 2... Whack it neutral, don't hit the wall. Has that broken it? Yeah, it's broken. Okay. And that's the thing. It's so easy for me to do that in a race. Yes, it's me, you cretin. It's easy to do that in a race. And that's it. And I won't be restarting the race if that happens. If I have a failure of any kind, if the game throws one of them at me, we will not be restarting any time after, what was it, lap 2 I've put in the rules. Just in case there's any shenanigans at the start. Luckily, we can go back out in quali like this. I wonder if we should implement a rule. Oh, there's Villeneuve. Whether we implement a rule of if I break the car in qualifying, I do not continue. What do you reckon? I'm weirded out by that being my pause button. It's swapped around from what it was before. That's really strange. I'm going to exploit that rule now of being able to go back out, but yeah, potentially for future we can add it to the list up there above me. So our Sabrina Carpenter laden BAR follows its BAR sister car. It's crazy to think that Jacques Villeneuve went from being champion in '97, had a torrid year with Williams the following season when the car was just a red, white and yellow shed instead of the white and blue demon it was years before, and ended up at British American Racing with a rookie alongside him. If I remember rightly though, this BAR didn't do too bad on its first appearance. Maybe not the very first Grand Prix, but its first season wasn't horrific, was it? Remember 2001, well, even 2000 and onwards, they were quite a threat. Olivier Panis was brilliant for them. Oh, God. And then obviously you went to the Jensen Button and Takuma Sato days. Wasn't there a bit of footage of Takuma Sato at the Hungaro ring where he was qualifying and he had a spin and he was that fast that he wasn't last? Takuma Sato was and still is mental. Let's see if we can... I always turn in too early there. Let's try and improve, shall we? 4th at the minute. Car coming out of the pits. Bar humbug. Good to see you, Simon. How you doing? Hope you had a great Christmas, mate. Looking forward to a good new year. Oh, is that an Arrows? The Arrows in '99 was a shocking car. Takagi was below adequate. I'm not. I'm nearly 3/10 up, you blind thing. Remember, Charles, this is going on YouTube. Don't swear. You don't have to edit it then. Please don't get in the way. You're in the way. Oh, Jacques. No.
You're down in the second sector.
Silly boys. Silly boys. When am I going to do another Tower Sim stream? Monday. Monday night I've got another one. I'm pretty sure I'm doing that on YouTube. So there'll be another one of those on Monday night coming. On the 30th. I think it's 8:30 in the evening. We're going to be playing a bit of a Christmas stream for that. Those words didn't make sense. I'm going to qualify. God, I love these cars. Chaz don't swear, a bit like Chaz don't breathe oxygen. Yeah. Oh, it kicked in there. That's where the traction control gets you, though. There is not. I just tend to use the Jarrett P scheduler. If you go on Discord into the user edits section, you can get on Jarrett P's scheduler in there and you can just generate random schedules. I don't list them anywhere because I don't put time and effort into them. You don't need to with that scheduler. Slightly up, but you know. Get a fuel warning. We're going to catch these arrows again here, aren't we? Come on. I love the sound and the way these cars get out of the corner. It just makes my whole jaw tense up. Get so excited by them. Shut up. We're all going to learn to hate this engine here by the end of the season. Half a second up though. That's going to help. That's a little bit hot in there. There is a Tower Simulator Discord, a Field There Discord. It's in the description of pretty much all my Tower Sim 3 videos. A link to their Discord. Oh, I don't know if that's enough. 1:33.6. That is a much better lap time. That final sector was loads better. Okay, we're 4th fastest at the moment. 0.7 of a second off pole. We'll take that for now, won't we? Look at that. 1.2 seconds ahead of Villeneuve at the minute, but the big four have not been out on circuit. Hakkinen, Schumacher, Coulthard and Irvine. Irvine is out on circuit now. 15 minutes of the session to go.
David Coulthard has just taken pole position.
Yes, he has. A 32.2. Wow. Okay, so he's 1.4 seconds quicker. Sky Harbour to Tower Sim 3. Sky Harbour, where's that? Don't know where that is. Sorry, I didn't see your previous message there, dogs. We've got Eddie Irvine now about to qualify. Oh, Phoenix. Got a friend who lives out in Phoenix, actually. Would be interesting to see that. There's a lot of great airports there. I mean, I'd love to see Manchester, my local airport. I enjoy Gatwick. I think places like Stansted could be good with all the Ryanair traffic there. It's a busy place, is Stansted. Irvine's mocked it up at turn 1 already. Schumacher, Hakkinen not out yet. Look at that old Minardi. It's so cool. Wonder if... Does this work? No, doesn't. I was just checking if one of the... there were some camera buttons on R Factor and R Factor 2 and so on that moved the camera around a bit. So you could have a rotate around the car while it's on that view. It's so weird that the wheel's still moving while I'm sat here like this, isn't it? I loved that Williams. The 98 car was cool. I've got a model of it up there. But the 99 car, when they added all the sort of... It's like a white flame down the front of it. It looks really cool. They've got this yellow and blue sort of mix to it as well. Good looking bit of kit. So who else? Badoa's not put a lap in yet. Wirtz hasn't either. Let's go down the list. So 17th down. Hakkinen is now out on circuit. Schumacher is not. I think it's going to make it a bit interesting doing it like this, because when we get to the half-hour point, we're going to click finish session. And sometimes that gives the AI an unnaturally fast lap time to put them right near the front, or it gives them a poor lap time, and it sort of rolls a dice for each of them, and it puts them a lot further down the order. So if they don't go out and set valid times in the first half hour of the session while I'm active, then it might actually be a hindrance. They don't know that, obviously, but I think that could be quite cool. Irvine goes 8th fastest. What has Eddie done? 1:35.1. Coulthard is, wow, nearly 3 seconds quicker. But, you know, we all wear rose-tinted glasses when it came to Formula 1 back in this time, because, you know, the cars were more exciting, the whole sport was, and there was no social media to ruin it and make up a load of rubbish about the drivers talking stuff about each other. Look at him. That Stewart in 99 was so cool. Oh, hey up. And Rubens was another one that, you know, if he had the reliability instead of that stupid Ford engine behind him, he could have been a championship contender in that car. It was a mighty... Didn't Johnny Herbert win a race in 99? Didn't he win the European Grand Prix at the Nürburgring or something? Or was it Rubens? No, Rubens didn't win a race till... I mean, he joined Ferrari in 2000, so this was his last year not a Ferrari driver. Shows you just how well he did in 99 at Stewart. He impressed them that much. Eddie Irvine nearly won the championship, obviously, because Schumacher broke his leg in his accident at Silverstone. So there is Rubino in. There's Luca Badoa. Damon Hill's down in 20th because he's not got a time in. Hakkinen, where's Hakkinen? He's in the first sector at the minute. Now it's silent while we're on board because the audio remains from in the garage, which I quite like. So you only get to see them on the screen. You can hear the cars going past. I love those McLarens. Irvine used to live local to me back when I was down south. Mate went to do some building work for him. You joking? That is really weird. At least he's got good taste in motorbikes, having a Ducati 916. I like the Ducatis at the 968 and the 999, the 999R. I used to watch World Superbikes around the time of the Xerox Ducatis. Let's see if we can improve. 8th on the grid. I am not disappointed with that at all. I want top 10s. I want points finishes. We also have the weather to think about as well. And one thing the game does that's very useful is it shows the tyre... They are. Hakkinen's fastest. Go on, son. My favourite driver of all time, Mick Hakkinen. But yeah, the game shows you what compounds other people are on, because it renders the tyre compound on, like the tyre groove, onto everyone else's car. So if we do have a race where we have to think about wet weather, if everyone else is on intermediates or wets, then we can choose that. And what's great is the AI don't all do the same thing. In the test races I've done, at the same length and in different weathers and all sorts, they 2-stop, they 1-stop. Some teams and drivers have cars starting on one tyre compound or the other, whether it's wets, whether it's intermediates, whether they stay on slicks hoping it'll dry. It's really, really cool because they properly mix up the strategies. And I think the game is sort of forced to do that even more by having shorter races than the full distance. Either way, let me just say thank you for anyone that's popped in so far and anyone that's watching this on YouTube for joining me on this journey, because I think this is going to be epic. Bit of F1 nostalgia for a long time to come, and because it's all in one place, I don't need to put so much work in with downloading modded tracks, downloading, you know, AI talent files for said circuits and so on. Oh, shut up, no there's not. But because the difficulty is just at one setting throughout, it means that they're the same sort of difficulty at each circuit. So if I am just naturally quicker at one track than others, because, you know, we all are, aren't we? We're quicker than the AI at some circuits compared to others, then that will show. And I'm excited for that. Anyway. I've done it again. Second lap round there. I'm playing this game on PC. I downloaded it from a website. I think it was an abandonware website because it's so old now. The game came out in 2003, I believe. And it's a Thrustmaster TGT2 wheel that I'm using.
You're down at the first sector.
I actually am this time, he's not joking. But this game basically became, or it was the engine that soon became R Factor, the very popular sim racer on PC, and R Factor 2. This is very similar to R Factor. You see that menu there, that is, well, that's exactly the same as R Factor. All the fonts, the way that the way that the AI behave and stuff is also the same. I'm just in neutral. Oh god, I've got traction control on that much, it won't even spin on the grass. Oh, it will. Well, that's... Yes, it's me, you knob. Well, that's our qualifying done with, everybody. 11th at best as the drivers ahead improve. So we've got some work to do if we want points on our debut, but that's how I want it. I want to be able to get in the middle of the pack. Yeah, that's just people coming into the pits, mate. I want there to be a battle to be in the middle of the pack with the potential of, you know, a top 6 or whatever.
You've moved up to 11th.
Oh, I've missed my pit crew guy. Just checking the speed limit. I think it's 59 or something in qualifying, and it's 79 in the race, if I remember rightly. So hopefully I won't get too much of a telling off. Schumacher's not put a time in yet, and he needs to hurry up because, well, at the end of the day, if he doesn't, I'm just going to click finish session and he might get done over here. There's Alexander Wirtz, 1999 Benetton with that Play Life logo on it. Looks so cool. I'll stop talking at some point. You know me. It's hot out there as well at the moment. Track temperature 44 degrees. It's 34 degrees Celsius here in Australia. When I was doing my test races, I kept skipping through the like the grid animations and stuff that it does at the beginning, and the narrator always says the same "hello there" at the beginning. And because he leaves a long wait after it, every time I just started a race, you just hear from somewhere in the room a PC just go "hello there."
Hill has lost his front wing.
Oh, has he? What on earth has happened to Fisichella there? See him? What's Fizzy doing? What was that about? Damon, did Giancarlo crash into the pits? Can we view a replay? Don't think we can. No, we can't. Okay, well, if we could look at a replay, we would have seen what happened to Giancarlo Fisichella. Schumacher is still not on the circuit. So when it gets to that half-hour mark, that's going to be it for Ode Michael. Or The Michael, as Mickey used to call him. Can't go on chase cam or anything for him. So Fisichella, despite crashing into the pit lane, is now doing a lap around there with no front wing, which is going to be very, very slow. Oh well. He's down in 17th as well, so he needs to do another lap to crack on. One of the Stewarts going back out on circuit. our teammate Villeneuve is down in 15th. We're currently between Alesi and Zanardi. I'm behind Pedro Diniz. He's effectively my countryman in this, obviously being a Brazilian. Judging by Physical's baby, this game of peak iRacing human. yeah. I mean, it was accurate to Physicella. Do you remember? I can't remember. Was it the Malaysian Grand Prix in 2000 and... Oh, I'm going to be a massive nerd if I get this right, but I think it was 2001 or 2000, where Physicella, I think he did it 2 years running, didn't he? Where he parked in the wrong grid slot, and then while the grid was all formed up and beautiful, there's randomly a Benetton in the middle of it because Physicella was in the wrong grid spot. Still, Villeneuve's coming around the final corner now. Hopefully he doesn't beat us. 1:33.6 to be... And he has. He's gone 7th fastest to 1:33.3, so he's gone 3 tenths quicker. God, it's close between us lot. Look at that. 33.0 in 4th place. All the way down to a 33.8 in 14th. Wow. And then Schumacher and... Hakkinen and Coulthard are doing 1:31.9s, 1:32.2s. Is Schumacher doing anything of interest? He's still not out on the circuit. He's got 3 minutes left, and then we're going to click finish session. It'll probably put him fastest. Hakkinen's back out there for some reason. Clearly wants to just decimate the field. Barrichello's 3rd at the moment. Ralph's just come back in. Trulli's 5th in the Prost. That's a good effort. What about Bonnie Burbot? Currently in 6th. Just listen to that. Even though it's just... If someone had played you that noise through a computer, you'd have gone, ugh, cars don't sound like that. But the fact they did is just awesome. Is that Fisichella coming back down the pit lane? No, that's Wirtz. Whereas Fisichella's is back in the pits and not going back out. He's thrown a strop and he's fed up now. I think I will have a rule then, going forward, just to announce this now. I'll put it up there in upcoming episodes or whatever.
Hakkinen has beaten his own
Oh my
provisional
God.
time.
1:31.7 for Mika. Half a second quicker than Coulthard. He did the same thing again in 2003. Flipping out. Oh, Fizzy. I don't know anyone that didn't like Giancarlo Fisichella, to be fair. He was a real character. But, yeah, if I crash in qualifying or whatever, then my session will be done then. And we'll have to wait it out and obviously just go from there. A minute and a half left and still no sign of that Ferrari moving. You can just see some tiny red pixels down here. That's that scared me. Coulthard's going back out because he doesn't want to get beaten by Hakkinen that much. Look at how cool this Arrows is. I know that Johnny Herbert won't think it's cool right now, being held up by it. But it's so cool, the Arrows of 1999, with that Repsol nose on it. It looks so good. It's a shame it was an absolute heap. It's so weird that the wheel's doing this. Can you not? But we have a half race coming up, so it's about a 45-minute race. I'm going to think about strategy and so on. I tend to try and two-stop them because I want the car to be light, so I'm on pace with the AI. That is ropey, boys. What are you doing? But for some races, I may try a one-stop. What about Schumacher? He has not gone out. I'm intrigued to see what this does with him, whether it slots him like 9th or something. But it's clear that he has not got any interest in going out. Luca Badoer has gone out, but I think it's pointless, really. I'm surprised he ever made the 107% rule in the Minardi. Then again, I'd say the Arrows was probably a worse car than the Minardi of this year. It does make me want to run an F1 championship. Yeah, Simon. Yeah, it does. It absolutely does, mate. Keep your eyes peeled. Okay. 7, 6. He's going to get moving just as it hits half an hour, isn't he? 2, 1. Half an hour is up. We'll click finish session. And of course, Schumacher's fastest by 0.6 of a second. You absolute shed. Where did Badoer go? 3 seconds slower than his teammate. Fantastic. Wirtz stays 19th. Fisichella is 18th. Damon Hill is 16th. We are 14th, so we can't really slate them too much. Ahead of Zanardi, flipping at the Prosts, and that have done well. That's crazy. So we'll skip the warm-up session, and we'll go to the race where we will stand on the grid. Let's make sure that the setup is all good. Let's get the Australia setup on. Advanced setup. This is where we're going to think about the strategy. So it's 29 laps, as it says up there in the top left. So I'm going to go for, well, if you think about it, 9 times 3 is 27. So let's go for 30 laps of fuel. Let's do that. Actually, no. Let's go for, yeah, we'll do 3 sets of 10. So we'll get it to do that. We'll do 80 litres at each stop and we'll 2-stop it. So we'll just stop every 10 laps, basically. Give ourselves an extra lap at the end. Thank you very much, Simon. Hope you enjoy watching this back on YouTube, as I'm sure you may.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Welcome to Australia for the opening round of the 1999 FIA Formula One World Championship.
I don't know this guy's name, but I really like him.
So often is the case here, is just wonderful.
He was the narrator for the season review DVDs that they had for so long. Sorry, I was distracted by polygonal breasts. There's Villeneuve. Quite high up on the grid.
Schumacher first. Mika Hakkinen second.
It'll point at Villeneuve and tell us that, you know, our teammate's loads better than us and all that.
Barrichello fourth. Schumacher fifth.
Jarno Trulli, 6th is good.
Trulli sixth.
Nice.
Johnny Herbert seventh.
Here you go.
Villeneuve was consistently faster than his teammate. He starts eighth.
Yeah, yeah.
Olivier Panis ninth. Brenson 10th.
Mm-hmm.
Irvine 11th. Diniz 12th.
I'm annoyed that I'm behind Diniz. He was rubbish.
13th. The BAR driver was decidedly average in qualifying and will have to work extra hard to make the most of his midfield position. He starts 14th. Alessandro Zanardi 15th.
Innit?
Hill 16th.
We'll have to watch for Hill coming up from behind, as well as the likes of
17th.
Fisichella and Wirtz.
Giancarlo Fisichella.
They're
18th.
names that are cool to say again, I won't lie.
Wirtz 19th. Tora Takagi 20th.
Oh dear.
Mark Genet 21st.
Jeanette.
Luca Badoa 22nd.
Okay. We have launch control available, which doesn't do a massive amount. The women will disappear. Okay, let's get F1 99 to 2002 underway, shall we? Good start. Car staying still. David Coulthard's been smacked. There's a pile up instantly. Oh, there's a car off in front. Oh, we've lost our front wing. Oh, it's all gone to pot. Can you believe it? Do we restart? Do we take advantage of a restart straight away? I think we're going to. How do I do it? Oh, it's a shed. The controls are all different to what they were. I can't get it to do it. I've pit requested it. Oh, it will not turn at all. Let me get out of the way. Wow. Drama. Drama, drama, drama. I don't want to completely lose the progress by pressing... Oh no, these are views now. If I press escape, it will just get rid of everything. Yeah, this is not handling. Why are my controls different? Weird, isn't it? Okay, what I'll do is I'll come in. I'll pause it when I get in the pit lane and we'll try and reset, because I'm panicking now that my controls are all different to what they should be. Oh my days, man. It is brokered. Yeah, it's ready to repair the damage. But I don't want to fuel up though, please. Right, let's just try and figure out the buttons, shall we? Let me just click on the game and make sure that it's registered everything. Ah, there we go. Look, we can change all the HUD and stuff. That's cool. No, I like the broadcast overlays, so I want them on, please. Thank you. I need to try and figure out how I now restart the race. I'm so sorry about this, everyone, but it should just do it. I can't press escape. I can't press escape. Hang on. Let me just check it. I think it might have gone back to the default controls. So let me just check what the like the default one was. Because I changed it to backspace and it's not doing it. Let me just see. I'm so sorry about this. Restart race. Why it should be. No, it's not registering that. Sugar. Oh no, this is not good, is it? This is not good, everyone. I'm just pressing everything now, hoping that we get a button. This is so weird. I wonder why it's changed my controls around. We might have to go with this, you know. We might have to go with this and continue on. That doesn't make me too happy, I won't lie, because I don't want to. Because I want to restart it, Mum. I'm pressing all the buttons in the world. Oh, I've changed car. That's cool that you can do that, look. But why can't we restart, please? Look at them lot all gone up the road. Then there's me in the pit lane. Hello. Oh, heck. If I press escape now, we're done and that's it. And that's that. I don't want that to be the case. I really don't want that to be the case. Oh, at least we've got a screen save, a screenshot saved. We might have to run with this. We might have to run with this. Because that's my own fault for not checking the buttons. Come on. Are you going to do it? What are you doing? Are they not now? It won't let me move. Oh, Christ, on a bike. It won't let me move. Oh. It's because I had the pit crew thing selected, so they didn't know what I wanted them to do. Sugar. I'm also speeding in the pits now. This is going to be an epic fail and a restart, I think.
And Lacey is running 19.
Yeah, also, look.
20 seconds ahead.
Why has it done that camera? What on earth's happened here? Yeah, I know I have got one, mate. That's very annoying. Okay, we're going to take the loss here.
Well,
because we're going to do that.
A fantastic Australian. With the results confirmed.
Yes. Right, let's have a look at controls. I'm sorry, this is not how we wanted this to go. So, restart race. There's no button for it. I had... Where's pause? Pause was this. Those have changed round. Something has happened somewhere. And... yeah, something has happened somewhere. And it's changed my controls in the time where I've been sat here. And... the wheel's already been plugged in. I'm so sorry for those of you that are watching this on YouTube as well and have to go all the way back through this now. Been live for 53 minutes. We are going to literally just put one lap in qualifying and start this again. So restart race, backspace, instant replay, look behind and all that, don't care. Do not care about any of those. Sound. Okay, you saved? You good? Right. So let's go to accept new championship. Flag rules on, timescale, ×2. Yep, sorted. Okay. Yep, we're going to have to skip this now. I know I spent the episode saying, oh, we're going to watch all of these. No, we ain't. We're going to go straight into qualifying, do one lap, and then go straight into the race.
Unlike most street circuits, there is not a single 90
lose as little time as possible.
I hate to quote the
Let's get the vehicle set up on.
But this venue really is a great place.
Take the fuel out of it. We're doing all right, thank you, Adam. This is literally the first technical issue I've had with the game in all of the time that I have been playing it. in testing it and getting it ready and all sorts. Right, so that's pause. That's bring the thing up. Cool. We might have different conditions for this as well now, which is quite interesting. I'm so sorry, everyone, but we get there. I don't know when the controls and stuff change, but what that teaches me is do not sit here with the wheel plugged in for hours on end before you go live. We may get a bit of a wonky grid in comparison now, but at least we've got the option to restart the race and all that. But it really does oversteer like mad when you lift off. I've got it on 450 degrees of rotation because that's all these cars had, really. Whoa, I didn't like that. Thank you very much. Let's hope indeed that this one goes better. This is 1999, Adam, the very, very first race of this entire 4-year campaign that I plan on doing. I do plan on doing the Brazilian Grand Prix as well in this same stream / episode. So we need to get this Australian one done and out of the way. We are Ricardo Zonta in the number 23 BAR. One of the coolest liveries F1 has ever seen. Can anyone remember what time we did earlier in qualifying? Was it a 33.4 or something? Or was it? No, it was a low 33, wasn't it? Yeah, that's what this is, mate. F1 Challenge 9902. Oh, now unlike my other qualifying laps, I didn't clip the grass on the inside there this time. Hopefully we can do better than 14th on the grid. Let's not forget, that isn't the reason we've restarted this. Coulthard stalled on the line, caused a pile-up, and then I was an idiot and lost my front wing. Flipping out. That curb wanted to kill me. Sounds so good. Whoa, hello. It's going to be so scary in the race doing that, because I spun there twice earlier in quali, as you saw, so we know that I'm not invincible. We're literally just going to do this lap though, click finish session, deal with what we're dealt, and go from there. Maybe it'll be a spicy result to start the season. Let's see. Come on, Ricardo. That's a much better lap. Actually, you know what? That's a slower lap than what we did before. Cool. Okay. Let's go back out to here. Finish session. Oh, it's put me on pole. Oh, it's put me on pole. No. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Oh, God. Well, we're going to deal with it. We're going to deal with it. Let's go to vehicle setup. Let's go to advanced. We're going to do what we had before, where we're going to put 10 laps in. 80 litres, 80 litres, 80 litres. There we go, boom. Come back out of that.
Hello there.
Goodbye there.
Hello there.
Yes, we know. Okay. We'll see if we can hold on to a lead, but I don't really want to lead. Okay, we've been mugged. There's a car on my right. Oh, he's way over on my right. We're in the lead. This will not last. Got the Ferrari behind. That's Schumacher directly behind me. We should have been starting 14th on the grid, which is a lot more realistic, but unfortunately, That's what I meant about when you click finish session. Now when these guys get away from me, they're going to go much quicker. To be fair, Schumacher might just drive past me here. You can hear him backing out behind me. You can see him filling the mirrors. He's just gone way off the circuit behind me. How odd. Gained a bit of time there. Well, we're just going to hold on to this as we can. Bit of a caveat to the technical difficulties that we had. Too busy looking in my mirrors to see where they are. I'm trying to carry so much corner speed. There's a queue behind me. I'm trying to carry so much corner speed and go late wherever I can. Whoa. That force feedback really dragged me in there. Concentration is very much switched on. Defending the inside just so he doesn't go for it. Uh-oh. So it's 29 laps. We'll do our best. Even if I can just scramble a championship point. Oh my god. Oh, I was looking at him. Yes, he has. That's fine. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was too busy looking at him. I thought he was going to go by on the left, so on the right, sorry. So I moved over to the left. Just don't lose your wing now, Chaz. Just don't get too close to him. Imagine this if Ricciardo's onto was second this early on in his career. Oh, I wish the AI was more aggressive. It's on full aggression. But Häkkinen's just going to sit behind me. Whoa. That was scary through there. Hello, Pot. I see you. This BAR's got some pace in it, you know. Maybe that pole position wasn't a fluke after all. Whoa, way up. Oh, I've gone deep there. I think for championship editing, we're going to let the McLarens go. And that may seem weird to some of you, but let's not forget, we qualified 14th on the grid in the earlier one. I don't want that reset to have benefited me in any way. But that shows you why we cannot use finish session. We need to do a majority of the session to let cars get valid times on the board and see how they behave and get on in that session. We'll see what we can do holding on to a points position, because we don't know how many of them we're going to get over the season. If it was up to me, I'd drop myself outside the top 10, but I don't want to, oh my god, completely kill it. do that myself, it seems, with moments over curbs like those. Is that Barrichello? Yeah, Barrichello. Always best of the rest in 99, and that's Stewart. A little bit deep there. A little bit wide there. Falling apart here. God, that Stewart is fast. I'm yet to have a mechanical failure in this game, touch wood. So I don't know what they look like or what happens when they do come about. Whoa, stop, car. Didn't want to stop there. Hurts your thumbs trying to pull away from the curb so much. What do you think, Sabrina?
Running third. Less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running fourth.
God, it sounds so good. So hard to balance it through the corner with the traction control and the stability helping, because the car just wants to do something different. It's not easy to be smooth at all, especially on light pedals like these. I'm using the standard TGT2 pedals, and they are very, very light and very travel dependent. We've actually got some pace here. I think we're lighter on fuel than the cars around us though, which is why we're only just able to hold pace with them, not gain time on them. The only reason Barrichello is still behind is that the AI is soft. Is that he daren't throw one up the inside or make a move. They're on 100% aggression though. Not long now until we pit anyway. We're on lap 5, halfway through this first stint. 6th of the way through the Grand Prix.
Coulthard is running third. Less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running
Tried to carry some throttle through there that time, it didn't work. Just trying something new each time I go around, just see if I can eke out a little bit more lap time out of it. Ooh, it had a 4-wheel slide there. Hello, Martin. That is Sabrina Carpenter. She's come over for Christmas, and she told me she wants nothing more in life than to watch me play F1 Challenge 99 to 02. So, anything to make Sabrina happy. Merry Christmas. Has he now?
Coulthard is running third. About 3 seconds ahead.
Whoa. I'm going to move out of Ruben's way. I know it seems silly to let a position go, but like I said before, when we initially did this earlier, I qualified 14th on the grid. I should not be here in 5th place. Oh God. The more the car loses weight because of the fuel, the more sensitive it is to the curbs like that. Seems like they affect it greatly when it weighs less, which is why it's great to be using the old R-Factor system. You know, the detail that it simulates in is great. Wow, the AI can carry so much more speed around there. This car just doesn't have it. I can be later on the brakes than the AI, that's the good thing to note. We are actually quicker than Rubens in the final sector, it seems. But again, I think I'm lighter on fuel than him, which is why it's making a big difference, because with the fuel usage being on double, that weight is double the hindrance. Thanks, Mr. Engineer. We should have decent pace, though, for the rest of the race. Whoa, I had to straight line it then because I was just going to hit him. Get off those curbs. I love that it brings up the old graphics like that at the bottom. Where's Villeneuve these days? Irvine's 14th. Fisichella's still down there, lower down the order. De La Rosa's 19th. Genet Takagi, didn't see he was 22nd. At least Coulthard got another lease of life after his pile up in the previous one. We're actually hounding Barrichello here. He's just better at corners like that. But look at that on the brakes there. You've got to be so precise with the steering as well, because as soon as you do one little bit and scrub the tyres, you get this weird sensation of like a four-wheel slide and huge understeer. And then as soon as you make a throttle or brake input, the car does something completely different. We've got Ralf Schumacher behind. I don't know if I said that right because I was distracted by a guy talking. There it goes. I was. Need to get out of the way. No. Come on. You've got to put it in neutral before it'll go into first or reverse. Okay. Well, that's out of the points. Maybe deservedly so. God, it becomes so much more floaty and twitchy when there's no fuel in it and the weight goes down. It's incredible. Let's just get the end of this stint out of the way. Have a bit of a mental reset. Yeah, look at that. Just straight on. Okay, so Damon Hill 5 seconds ahead in the Jordan. Frentzen behind in the Jordan. 3 and a bit seconds. So when it gets to lap 10, as it will do in a sec, the pit stop request will come up automatically when the fuel level reaches a certain amount. No, Adam, points down to 8th was, I think, 2003 they brought that in. 99 all the way through to 2000, I'm pretty sure, was top 6.
Michael Schumacher has just put up the fastest lap of the race.
That's why I'm determined to just get a points finish this season, because that will put me ahead of so many more drivers in the championship come the end.
Hill is running 6th, about 5 seconds ahead. You're running 7th.
Done it again. Look how light and twitchy it gets when it's on low fuel. Thank you for subscribing, by the way, Adam. I didn't know you subscribed. I don't know if I missed that earlier on. Sorry. Whoa, risking it by hitting the curbs there. I love driving this. Got it on just the right level so it's simple for an idiot like me to drive it. but the AI is strong enough that I have to really try and will not beat them. I will not win a race this season. I know we got pole position earlier, but that's just because we played the system.
Pit crew ready.
I'm pushing. Or was points, just coming back to your point, Adam, funnily enough, was points down to 8th, was that not like 2005 onwards? Or was it 2003? Alright, 79Ks, 79Ks. Nice. Get a drink. Good stuff. Hello, Ricardo Zonta. Hello, Motorsport Magpie. 2003.
Julie, it's running 11. It's right in front of you. You're running 12.
Running 12th, we're right in the thick of the pack now. There's Eddie Irvine ahead, but importantly, we are ahead of Pedro Diniz, our countryman, as Ricardo Zonta, but also the driver who was rubbish. I don't want to be behind Diniz. No, you are absolutely right the first time round, Mr. Whitehouse. Ricardo Zonta, car 23 in 1999, teammate to Jacques Villeneuve at BAR. Salo took over for Schumacher when he broke his leg at Ferrari. And that cretin in front of us nearly won the championship. Has he now? Okay. So don't forget, we are now heavier on fuel again, with 75 litres in. So the cars around us may be quicker. They might be trying to one-stop it. God, he backed up then. Oh, did he? I did not know that. I thought it was only Salo that took over from... sorry, only Schumacher that Salo took over from that year. I did not realise. Oh yeah, because he had a massive shunt at Brazil, didn't he, did Zonta? And didn't he have... Wasn't it him that had another one as well at Spa, at Eau Rouge? That's what I always remember of this car. Pictures of it with no wheels on it. I need to be careful here because Irvine is really backing up on the brakes because of the cars ahead of him. We need to be careful because of Diniz behind, but I could really do with not being held up by this lot. Because look at that, we really close in on the brakes, and then because Ferrari, it just disappears. Not close enough to lob it up the inside. Well, we've not got the same squirt out of the corner because of the weight in it. Like high speed stuff as well, look. Just can't do it. Can't do the same stuff as them. But we're catching up on the brakes. God, I nearly found myself down the inside there. Stuff you, Eddie. Lob one up the inside. Now he's just going to drive past in a straight line. Here he comes. No, he's backed out of it. Johnny Herbert's going to be held up behind this lot as well because that Stewart was rapid that year, as we've said. Use DRS. Whoa! I had to jab the brakes there to not hit Herbert. What shenanigans is going on up there? Nice, Adam. How did that go?
David Coulthard has just put up the fastest lap of the race.
Salo got 7th. What? Imola. Wow. Not a bad record then. Just... I need to use 3rd gear there, I think. But here... we're not getting held up as much there by these lot. Listen to the noise. Symphony. Same again. Oh, don't hit the Prost. Don't hit the Stewart either. Give him room. Okay, 12th place. Anyone with a winner's trophy that ever won a Grand Prix? I don't get that. Why? Didn't Fisichella? Oh no. Yeah, Fisichella won the Brazilian Grand Prix in 2003, didn't he? But he didn't. Oh no, he did win at the time. Oh, it's contact. Naughty Prost. Yeah, there was some shenanigans in the 2003 Brazilian Grand Prix when they gave the victory to Raikkonen because they were confused over the 75% rule, and when Fisichella was in the pits. Right, come on, we're having you. Thank you. There's Zanardi in front of these lot. I see about Irvine. See what you mean, mate. Okay, we're getting to the halfway point of the race. Hello, Ben. I saw your name. I've not read your comment yet. Bear with me. That wall was close. Yeah, this is the early access iRacing update. Oh, he didn't want to give me that. You have got to respect these AI quite a bit because they will cut your nose off. No one's ignoring the blonde behind me. It's a cutout of Sabrina Carpenter that my girlfriend got me for Christmas. Although my girlfriend is also fit and blonde, so when I showed a picture to my mate the other day, he said, "Bloody hell, Charlotte scrubs up well." Come on, Alessandro. Come on. Oh, that is... that is not to plan. Let's stay on strategy. Actually, you know what? Repair it. How many laps are left? 14. Where's my pit request button? Oh, my pit request button's gone.
Minardi, already in the pits.
Flipping heck. That is frustrating. So we'll change the tyres, repair the wing, put loads of fuel in it. We'll go to the end. That's in reverse, Chaz. Flipping heck. Okay. The car is going to handle like arse, but we will not have to pit now for the rest of the race. Oh, and it is the leader. Okay. God, it does not stop with this much fuel in it. We're on nearly a full tank here, so the pace will be diminished. Because we're on double fuel usage, as I've mentioned a few times by now, but to those of you that haven't heard me say it yet, because we're on double fuel usage, obviously the weight is amplified massively with the fact that the car weighs so much more, and the fuel is obviously going to get you half the distance. So the weight you carry is just so much more exaggerated. So I don't know where my pit request button is, because it should be the one opposite my pit lane speed limiter, but it isn't at the moment. Don't know why my controls are messed up after earlier, but we need to make sure all that is set before each race. Don't forget, we will be doing another race after this, so please do stick around if you have no plans with your evening. We'll be doing the Brazilian Grand Prix as well. But first, I've got to try and scrape a result out of this. What? Oh, is Schumacher already in the pits? Oh, right, the leaders are ahead. I thought Schumacher was behind me. There's a spin at sector 1 by the look of it, or was that me earlier? What about Takagi? Are we getting away from Takagi? Possibly the slowest driver and car combo of the season? Certainly looks like it. Okay, so pit stops are being done now at about the halfway point. So a lot of the drivers are one-stopping. I know there's a few comments come in, but I've not had a chance yet, so bear with me. Oh god, the car just glides over curbs when it's full of fuel and heavy. I had to do a 3-point turn there, Martin. Yeah, we're flying away from Takagi still. There isn't. Ignore him. It's people entering the pit lane. Unrealistic Gazelles to the points. Poor Damon. Sudden downfall. Then again, Villeneuve had similar, didn't he? Case of winning a championship, having a torrid year the following year, then going to a team that was of nowhere near the same sort of pace. Wait, hang on, I just scanned the comments. Did I see something about taxidermy? What? No, I've not taken up taxidermy, mate, don't you worry. Okay, we're getting away from Takagi. We've got a leading car behind. It's one of the McLarens. I think it's Coulthard. Yep, gonna do it here. Go. Come on, David. Look at him go. That's the McLaren on light fuel. It is flying. Yeah, isn't it the Supertech engine in the BAR? It's like the Stewart. Oh god, the Stewart was a very, very fast car. Hence Barrichello in this game, but it broke down every time that someone painted it white. Well, this isn't going perfectly well at the moment, but you know what? I think that's karma for earlier with the fact that I didn't have my buttons set up, so I had to restart qualifying, and that put me on pole unjustly. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, Dave. I wish they would have done the 555 livery, the right-hand side of the car, in that dark blue with the Galaxy on it. It looks so sick. Jean Alesi there is for position. There's every chance that some of these cars could pit again. I have thought about the fact that we're on the softs though, and we're going to do the majority of this. I don't think this compound will last until the end, but we're going to have to make it. Did Rubens only break down in Brazil? Oh, am I thinking of 97? The Stewart was awful. Because didn't Rubens finish like on the podium or something in Monaco, and then the car broke down at like every other race except like 3. Come on. Sorry, John. Cheers. It's not going bad, that, is it? Considering it's pretty heavy on fuel, car's done all right. Because we've got more fuel in it now than we would have done at any point in the race had we have had our same strategy. Jesus, 13 times in a season is a lot. Oh, there's Dinez. There's Panis. A driver I really liked, Olivier Panis. Really, really good driver. Let's mug him, shall we? That'll do. This is actually running alright at the moment. And Morris. What's a Morris, Adam? Oh, what, Rubens' cars? Broke down 13 times in a year. Wow, fair play to Rubino. Oh yeah, it's a Morris, yeah. Sorry, that reference went way over my head for a second there, Adam. I do apologise. 9 laps to go. We're in 14th. I don't think we're going to get points out of this Grand Prix. But the car feels great at the moment. The pace is really good. Even with all this fuel in it. I just worry about the condition of the tyres when it gets light on fuel. Oh, bit of a slide. Yeah, that's a shame one at 97. Panis was really good. And you're right, Martin. It is crazy to think how unreliable the cars were, because I think I was sort of halfway through mentioning it before I distracted myself earlier on in the stream, but whoa, hello. But the rose tinted glasses are definitely worn a lot with F1 of this era, because while the cars were cool and everything was a bit more laid back, the results were like, I mean, look at 97. It was like Villeneuve first, then it was like a minute to Schumacher, and then possibly like Frentzen, then maybe Irvine, Hakkinen or Coulthard, and then like everyone else was a lap down, and only like 10 cars finished, if that. It was nowhere near as close as we've got it now. Like, how competitive F1 is now is really good. It's great now there's not so much dominance. I know Max dominated in the early part of the year, but that's what won him the championship, because it's been so up and down since then. And it's been really good this year in 24, I have to say. I'm not a huge F1 fan anymore. I still watch it, but I only ever watch highlights. I barely ever watch a race live, just because I just don't find it as interesting. I don't find the cars as interesting, or the spectacle. I feel it's a bit manufactured, a bit forced. Adam's got it right. Like, you know, sports cars GT racing is just brilliant, because it's still pretty undisturbed. Like, you don't have to have DRS, things like that, to make an overtake in a straight line. Look at that. Schumacher and Hakkinen only a second and a half between the two of them this late on in the race. I want Hakkinen to win the championship because, I mean, he did in 1999, but he's also my favourite racing driver of all time. So we've got Herbert and Panis around us. Herbert just in front. Going pretty well here. Let's not hit the back of them again, shall we, and lose our front wing. I will be braking early here to not hit these two. There's Ben. Hello, Ben. Yeah, you're right about the rules. The cars are a little bit more promising for me, though. I like the smaller cars. I mean, you've all seen that video, I'm sure, of... oh, God. You've all seen that video, I'm sure, of... Oh, hello! Of Fernando Alonso's championship-winning Renault against the... I think it's the 2022 Alpine. The size difference is terrifying. How cool is it seeing the HSBC logo on the back of a Formula 1 car again? Go on. Johnny! Chaz. I mean, Ricardo. God. ELMS at Silverstone. Depends if I'm working, mate. Depends if I'm working. Not looking as busy on the commentary front again this year. It seems like that is descending, unfortunately. But we'll see. Oh, really? That's not something I thought about, actually, Ben. I have seen your comment, Martin. Bear with me. Yeah, quali was ridiculous in 97. Let's not forget that Jerez race, though, in 97, when all three of them got the same time for pole. That was incredible. Yeah, 2012, one of the best seasons. 2010... I enjoyed the Hamilton-Rosberg era of, hello, shenanigans, and we've made it through. Well, Herbert was promising to do that for a while, wasn't he? And he's let Fisichella keep the position by the look of it. Oh, adverts, just as there's chaos. Oh, no. Thank you for the kind words, David. Much appreciated. Unfortunately, it seems a lot of the time commentary is down to who you know rather than how good you are, unfortunately. But that's part of business. That's how it happens in most industries in the world, so we'll see. I'll see who I can knock on doors with this year and get back out there. I don't do anywhere near as much UK sort of PA commentary anymore, which I'd like to do more of, because I got to go out there and meet people a bit more and, you know, be on the scene with people in really weird and wonderful corners of motorsport. I don't do any of that anymore. It's a real shame. I'm very grateful to have my niche corner of motorsport and be considered the voice of truck racing with the Goodyear FIA European Truck Racing Championship. I love them guys. Love the championship. But I don't want it to be just that, if you know what I mean. Like I want a few more strings to my bow every year. Penalty to Fisichella. Sorry about the adverts. I need to make money. Well, we've had the shenanigans of Herbert and Fisichella. Oh. Sounds like someone's closing in on me. But it's not Trulli or Panis. A few laps to go. Now don't forget, if we're not scoring points, we still need to consider our best results count over the drivers as well, I think. Not quite sure how the game figures it out, actually. I don't know if it does a thing where... Yes, we've got a blue flag, I know. Not sure if it just puts me top of everyone that hasn't scored points or what. Oh no. Oh no, the Saubers have hit each other. I mean, oh no. Why are you slowing down, you knob? Yes, I'm letting him go, but he was slowing down because he's an idiot. Well, thank you very much, David. I appreciate that. Like I say, it's just who you know sometimes, unfortunately. You know, I don't toot my horn too much, but I do like to think I'm a bit more energetic than some commentators. You get some and they're very boring. I try and at least... I try to entertain while informing. You do get a lot of people who... they just read out what you can already see on screen, and I've never understood that. You've got to add a story and add some context as to what people are looking at, and entertain. Like, I try and make it funny and try and emotionally invest in the racing. I love commentating because I love racing. I love watching it. I get to watch it from a, you know, a very lucky and privileged position and enjoy it on behalf of everyone else and tell you how I'm feeling about it, tell you what's going on, you know? It's one of the best jobs in the world. Looks like we're going to be just outside the top 10 here, subject to any last-minute pit stops from others. We're getting lapped, so we're not going to do every lap in the race either. So unless they start lapping other cars in front of me, I don't think we're going to get any more positions. Trulli is 6.4 seconds ahead now. I'm kind of, this is going to sound really weird, but I'm kind of glad this race didn't go to plan, because starting from pole is not what I wanted. I don't want it to be completely ridiculously unrealistic, you know what I mean? I don't want to come into this and win every race in a BAR. I like the challenge of just trying to get that one championship point in a season that could make all the difference and give me so many more choices for 2000 when it comes to driver choice. Overtake me. I have... Ooh. Are the Saubers ahead of us or behind us? I think they're behind us, aren't they? Let's check on the graphics at the bottom. If I'm Zonta, I need to retire. No. Schumacher will be racing every race in this season as well. My wrists are hurting, is that bad? My wrists and my thumbs are hurting. Whoa. Got to do another race yet, and qualifying. Whoa. Commentating on the Monaco Classics. Not sure who that would have been. Whoa. Yeah, I think you have to match it with... I think people sort of expect Classics events to be commentated by someone who sounds like they're 75 years old. There's been a few times actually, my first 2 years of commentary where I was doing like PA at UK circuits, I'd be like the other side of the fence and I'd get shouted at by people and be like, what are you doing over there? You can't be over there. And I'll say, well, you know, I'm the commentator. And they're like, no you're not, you're too young. It's like, I'm 28 mate, get a grip. You can tell I've got a girlfriend that's on my wrist. I'd beg to differ, Adam. Okay, this will probably be our final lap, because they'll be on the 29th and final lap now. So 12th place. Not horrendous, just outside the top 10. It's where I'd sort of expect to be, actually, if I'm honest with you. That's not good, is it, Martin? I hope it's not somebody I know and someone I'm friends with. So it looks like Schumacher's going to win the Australian Grand Prix. Start 1999 with a win. Hakkinen second. And even though we're going to be the third car across the line, we're not going to finish in third place. Well, we'll take 12th. We'll take 12th. At least we have finished the race. We may have broken the front wing. Oh, God. Wow.
Barrichello has finished in 4th position.
My arms and my wrists are hurting now. Very stiff.
Schumacher has finished 5th.
Oh, it just tensed my chest on that. Might have seen how successful I've got. Flipping heck. No. I'm not successful. I'm scraping by. Right, let's open another Pepsi. Yeah, it's weird actually, Adam. So the wheel does this, not just after the race. It does it whenever you're even looking at, like we're looking at Schumacher now, and it's still going to do it. The force feedback still comes into play based on what car is on screen at the time. It's ridiculous. It's funny, isn't it? Very funny. Okay, so Schumacher wins.
Well, that's the end of a fantastic Australian
that.
Grand Prix.
Alesi
Here
didn't finish.
are the final results.
Zanardi didn't finish. I wonder why.
Schumacher first. Mika
Might have been
Hakkinen
me.
second.
Whoops.
David Coulthard third. Rubens Barrichello fourth. Ralph Schumacher fifth. Hill sixth.
And it'll say me.
The BAR driver 12th.
Imagine if they did that in real life. They'd be like, Schumacher, Hakkinen, Coulthard, Barrichello, Schumacher, Hill, Panis. That's the first one in the books, and it'll tell us the championship, I'm sure.
With the results confirmed, it's high time
Okay.
we updated the Drivers' Championship.
That's interesting, so it's put me ahead of everyone else that
Takes over
hasn't
the
scored
lead in
points.
The Drivers' Championship.
Look at Bedoa. Bedoa wasn't terrible. Yeah. Wow. Ferrari and McLaren tied. BAR got none. Where did Villeneuve finish? I'm scared now.
Just before the final practice session begins, let's take a quick look at the Drivers' Championship.
Oh, we need to go back actually and check the options because we need my pit request button sorting. Request pit. Oh, it was already bound to something else. Oh, I think I know what it was. Okay, I think I know what it was. Alright. Let's resume and go to Brazil.
Practice session well, that covers the drivers. Let's take a quick look at the constructors next.
Go.
Ferrari
While he does that, I'm just going to make sure Charlotte got home.
Constructors Championship with McLaren. Stewart are second. Williams are third.
Well, good for Williams. Good for Williams. Right, let's go to Brazil.
Suburbs of Sao Paulo.
Let's make it work.
The Interlagos circuit consists of two very distinct sections. The first outer section combines two very long straights with fast sweeping turns, whilst the technical infield contains some very slow corners that demand
no, there's a giant goose there.
precision and leave no room for driver error.
There's a gigantic goose on that chair. What on earth? Oh, God. I wonder why order it put everyone in them, but it's the Constructors' Championship order, isn't it? From the year before. And obviously, yeah, BAR were new, so that's why it puts us right. Okay, track temperature. The track is wet. Okay. Let's pop. Let's just put 4 laps worth in. I did test this circuit, actually, when I first gave this a go, and not easy. Let's see if we can scramble something out of this, shall we? There's someone coming. Hang on. Don't know what you're on about, Ben. Don't know what ye on about. I've also been done for speeding in this pit lane because of this. Well, it said the track is wet, but clearly not, is it? Brave me, mate. There we go. Oosh. Now this circuit is lumpy at the best of times. Also, I can never get that right. It is not good there. I'm also really early turning into there. This bit's a nightmare. I try and stay in second round here because every time you go into first, it just, I don't know, snags the rears, just lobs it out. It's not good. You can also spin it into there as well. You need to be really careful. Like I said earlier, I've got traction control, stability and ABS all on, but the curbs and everything will still spin you. You can see a little bit of spray there from the Ferrari, but it's definitely alright for slicks. You Northerns be used to bumpy, innit? I did put the setup on, didn't I? You got to really be careful on the brakes there because you can just snag it in. I know what I've also done as well. I've done something stupid here. Like an Egypt. I've not gone to quali ever. Nope, we're in practice. Come on. Oh no. Oh, good. It got wet then and then it dried. Right, let's get the setup on. Let's go to advanced actually. Let's pop 4 laps in again. Beautiful. Let's go 25 litres just because round numbers. Stefan Sarrazin in the Minardi. Did he drive for them in Brazil? Don't think he did. It's just Genet and Badoa. I don't think they actually simulate any of the driver changes from one to the next. Don't think they show any of them. I do like as well, I've not pointed this out yet, like how it's because it's the TV cockpit camera, it's slightly off centre. I really like that. What? Yeah. After you. Come in, why don't you? Hey, oh. Oh, it's still a little bit wet after practice by the look of it. This might be a bit ropey. Oh yeah, there's some definite timeouts. He's not on dries either. Said driver in front there is on inters, I think. Don't look at chat when you're going around a corner, Chaz. Yeah, he's on inters. You can see, look at the different tyre groove. You can see the pattern's different to what mine is. Good God, that curb is bumpy. My camera nearly fell over then. Stuff it. Have one of them. Oh, we've understeered past him. Yeah, you're right, Ben. They did tend to... they did a good Red Arrows impression back then, didn't they? Very good Red Arrows impression. Interlagos is such an underrated circuit. Oh, I'm going straight on there. I'm going to do some laps on slicks, see what I can get out of it, and then we're going to try inters. Not be a complete psychopath. Going to at least do some inters. Come on. Oh, you can't replace Luca Badoa. You can't replace that form of mediocrity. Luca Badoa wasn't that bad, was he? Underrated or overrated? Underrated. The more I drive it, the more I enjoy it. Just this middle section is... I don't know. I feel like it repeats itself because those two hairpins are just the same, aren't they, with a slightly different lead up. We're still getting away from it, even though we're on dries. Was he actually fourth? Flipping heck. Right, 121. Okay, 121.1. Let's put some inters on it. And let's try those, shall we?
Rubens Barrichello has just taken pole position.
That might be traction control, Ben. I've got traction and stability on, and ABS, just to, you know, for the fun aspect of it, because it's very difficult to just do a clean lap otherwise. So it's one of those things where it makes it easier to drive the car, a little bit harder to get all the pace out of it, because the traction control and stuff kicks in and it stops the car doing exactly what you tell it to do. So I'm sort of battling against it, you know what I mean? Against 100% AI is quite difficult. Slate me all you want. We replicated Martin's SRM GT3 season. Yeah, we're going to change car for every race and then change back before the next round. Love you, Martin. Feels a little bit more grippy on the inters, but I'm not. This is the thing. I've never been a driver in a sim that can tell a difference between much. Oh, unlucky Luca. Well, that looks like a big miss of turn one. Circuit doesn't look wet, does it? Yes, everyone had crashed, Adam. That's absolutely right.
You're down at the first sector.
I'm not, you cretin. 4 tenths up. It's going to be super interesting if this race is a wet one. If you turn up in a random car, Martin, you'll get kicked out. So, do it. If you want, mate. I'm not. I'm nearly 1.8 seconds up. Inters are the way to go. That's the beauty of GT3 racing, Ben. The difference between the cars, where the traction lies, their abilities into and out of corners, how it varies. That's what I love about it. Let's try another lap, shall we?
You're down at the first sector.
I'm up, you cretin. This engineer's brilliant, isn't he? Now you've pointed out the traction control noise, I can't unhear it. Get round.
You're up at the second sector.
I am in all nearly half a second. That might be pole actually. Over Barrichello's time anyway of 1:18.9. Come on. Yeah.
That's pole position. Superb.
There you go. If we're quicker than Rubino, then I'm well happy. Let's pop back to the pit, shall we? Takagi was 8th, eh? Flipping heck. Tora Takagi. Some bloke. So, that's us top. Jesus. That'll do. Rubino, then Damon. There he is. Or Damien, as... Was it Sylvester Stallone called Damon Hill? Damien on the grid or something? He's in the pits anyway. Panis, Badoa, De La Rosa, Takagi, Janae, Hakkinen hasn't put a time in. Neither is Coulthard. Loads of them haven't put times in. Frenson's the sort of highest from the constructors lot that will be next up to put a time in. If he doesn't smack into the back of this Sauber. But yeah, look at him. The wheel still does this, even when we're looking at other cars live. It still messes about and has its own force feedback. It's a riot. So just keep an eye on the times coming in. Takagi beat Schumacher in Australia. Yeah, Adam, you can't hide from Ben when you're talking about talent levels, mate. How cool is the Castrol GTX shirt, by the way? It's taken me until 2 hours into the stream to mention it. I bet you lot have got ads coming your way in a minute, haven't you? You'll have some adverts shortly. No one's beating that at the minute. We are going to do this full session, though. Not full session. We're going to do half an hour of qualifying as was intended. That's something I need to add to these rules up here. Is the fact that we're going to do half an hour of it. Excuse me. You didn't want to hear that. Fisichella goes 3rd. I'm happy with that time, 18.6. That's going to help us. Subscribing dodges the ads, does it? Ah, nice. Nice. Thank you also to you, Ben, as well, for being a subscriber. Mucho appreciate. Who else have we got? Is Hakkinen out on a lap? Any of the big four? No. Not even any of the Williams out on circuit at the moment. Oh. 18.5. Scrubscribed. Bezos books. I like that. Stop it. I can hear a helicopter. Oh, look at these pair. Go on. Is that Rubens around the outside in his home race? It is. Making a mockery. Actually, if we look on board here, these lot are on slicks. Or, well, not slicks, grooved. They're on dries. Because, look, if you go on board, if you go like this and go from car to car, look at, oh, hang on. Look at the tyre grooves. You see, look, they're all inters. They're dries, inters. It does render it per car. So there's a few people that have been out on dries at the moment, which is interesting to see. What's Villeneuve on? It's probably on monsoon tyres, knowing Jack. No, he's on dries. See what time he puts on. Still second fastest, and that was set on inters. The garages are massive, David. They are huge. But don't forget, this game came out in 2003, so the scale of things was not perfect. Very much not perfect. Villeneuve wasn't on a fast lap, it seems. He is now. It's humid here in Brazil. Humid. God, my wrists are not looking forward to another Grand Prix. Yeah, the new wing garages are massive actually at Silverstone. I've commentated in the I'll say commentated in the pit lane. I've done pit reporting at Silverstone a few times. Oh my God! By like 3 seconds, you fail to mention engineer man. Wow. Okay, so we need to go out there and put a lap in on slicks by the look of it. But yeah, I've done a few days of pit reporting at Silverstone in the pit lane of the new wing, and not only is it freezing because it blocks the sun out all day, and the garages, I mean, it takes an hour to walk from like one end to the other. It's ridiculous. I'm joking, obviously, but the crashes in Spa was a bet so you could take over his flat. Well. Wow, the time's coming down. Times are coming down. Let's get the slicks on. Let's get the softs on. We'll aim for 2 stops. I think it's a 30-lap Grand Prix. We'll do that in a bit. Doesn't matter now. Okay, so let's head back out. I've got a few more laps to go. I've got 4 laps worth of fuel in, so I'm going to do a couple. Try and do 2 fast ones in a row here. And then that'll be the end of my efforts in the session, and then we'll obviously just keep an eye on what the others do until it finishes. Still spray. There's spray off the racing line, which is cool. Not so much on it. Dropping 1 car every 90 seconds. Oh yeah, do you remember that? My God, yeah. That was a ridiculous rule. Exciting on paper, but yeah. Not ideal. I didn't like that thing that they did in 2005, 2006-ish, where they did like aggregate times. However, I did think that it made for some very, very tasty grids. Okay, let's do it. Oh, that was messy. Definitely dried out now, though.
You're down at the first sector.
7 tenths up, mate. We need to find, like, nearly 3 seconds.
Schumacher is now in pole position.
That was tidy.
You're down at the second sector.
2.2 seconds up here. Ah, that was a bit of a mess on the curb. It dragged me wide. This is a circuit that will show us the difference in the engine power of some of these cars. Across the line. 16.2. We're 3rd at the moment. Wow. Yeah, warn me about fuel all you want. I've got 2 laps.
You're down at the first sector.
Now he's actually right this time. I am. 0.035 though. That's not a lot of difference. A decent middle sector will make up for that. I'm not sure if that was quicker or not. Felt a little bit quicker in the first one of those 2 sort of hairpins, but not the second one.
You're down at the second sector.
Yeah, we're 3 tenths down. However, will that clean run out the final corner make the difference? Let's see. .47 thousandths off. And that's going to be the end of my laps in quali. 4th at the moment. Not bad. Not bad. Behind Panis by 6 tenths of a second, though. Ahead of De La Rosa. Oh, God, we're only 1.3 ahead of Tora Takagi. I'm not too confident in that, you know. Who else have we got behind us that is out on a lap? Any of the big 4? Hakkinen's across the line now. There's a dry line emerging. That's the important bit here. I've just picked up the wrong drink. Häkkinen's just started a fast lap now. So we wait. Now we wait. 12 minutes of the session left to go for them. Once they get to the halfway point, half an hour, then that's what we, that's when we pull the plug on it. So we'll just wait and see if anyone else does anything else. I'm trying to speak at this and then read you lot. You're over there on my screen, obviously on what you're watching, but you're over there. But, there's a few cars that still need to put times on. What's Schumacher done? 14.3. He's 1.2 seconds ahead of Barrichello. That's crazy. We are currently now in 5th. Giancarlo Fisichella has just gone 2nd quickest in the Benetton. If I podium it, I'll credit you. See, this is what I like about the SRM drivers, you lot. All very friendly and helpful towards each other. Just seeing that, David. Yeah. Barrichello would love that. Listen to the backfire noises. You hear that? Not sure if they came through properly. Sorry, I've got an ingrown nail on my thumb and it's absolutely killing. That's what's hurting with this left sort of grip through the wheel here. It's really hurting because it's rubbing up against the side of the wheel. It's just so weird to see the wheel doing this. You have to probably grip the wheel, like it's the curbs really pull you over to one side, so I've always got a really thick grip on the wheel with my thumbs to make sure that I can just press it down level when one of those curbs just catches it, rather than put the weight through my wrist. I do it with my thumbs. It's a weird thing that I do, so I sit here like this the whole time because it just feels like my thumbs need to snap or something. Häkkinen's only 1/10 of a second off Schumacher. Heinz-Harald Frentzen is only 2/10 off him. Häkkinen's going to come in here probably now. Yeah. Oh, Diniz has got ahead of me. You sod. Oh, Badoa. Let's see what he can do. Go on, lad. I love that. I nearly call it an Audi. Although I preferred the 2000 Minardi. It was all the Telefonica livery, the yellow. Is Dill Pickle. 4th for Damon Hill. Only half a second off Schumi. Off the Michael. Any big hitters out there? Wirtz needs better than he had previously. Irvine, Coulthard. None of them in. Or out. Wow. Zanardi and Schumacher not out on circuit. They're probably protesting after I crashed into them last time round. Yeah, it's a good design, isn't it, Ben? I'll never forget your inverted hill design for the Formula 1 World Championship. Here's the Sauber. It was a bit of an unremarkable looking Sauber in 1999, I think. I preferred the 98 and 97 cars. And the 99 one was a little bit... Still use it. I've still got it in my iRacing files, actually, Ben, so it's still very much used there as well. I think I've actually lost a follower during this stream. How funny is that? Whoops. Povey will just be on form again, Adam. You know what he's like. He's rapid. The scary thing about Simon is his consistency. I remember he sent me a screenshot once of, I think he'd done some practice laps at Spa in a GT4. And I think, what was it now? And bearing in mind, you know, Spa is like 2.5 minutes in a GT4 car. He did like 9 laps in a row that were within the same 1/10 of a second. It's just terrifying. I think 6 of them were in the same 100th of a second. It's just like the same 10,000ths. It's just stupid. Hello, Kenjo Live. Or Kenneth J. Olive. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you are doing well. Good to have you with us, mate. We are waiting for qualifying to get to half an hour left to go here at the Brazilian Grand Prix. And then we will be taking on said Brazilian Grand Prix. The track was wet at the start of the session. It's dried out a bit. I'm currently, am I 11th now? No, 10th at the minute. Behind Diniz, ahead of De La Rosa. Schumacher, Hakkinen, then Frentzen. No time on the board yet from Coulthard. He is actually just crossing the line now, though, to start a fast lap. We also have Irvine, who is still not going out there. Zanardi doing a normal 99 season. Well, him and Ralph haven't gone out on the circuit yet. Neither of them having a go. Just not bothering. It's the thing with Williams. Once they just, you know, once they got past 97 and they had Villeneuve win the title, it just went very drastically, didn't it? 98 wasn't horrific. 99 wasn't horrific. I enjoyed 2000 with Button. Who was Button's teammate in 2000? Was it Ralf Schumacher? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? It was Ralf Schumacher in 2000. I remember I had the an 18th scale model of that. Beautiful Williams. I loved that white and blue with the Compaq logos on it. I remember Ralph's bright yellow helmet design. So here comes Coulthard. Is he going to go fastest? I reckon he'll go third. I reckon he'll go after Hakkinen and ahead of Frentzen. Yeah, that's what I thought. Fourth. Bloody Mystic Meg over here. Right, come on, Eddie, do something. That's what Ferrari was shouting through the sort of second half of 1999, wasn't it? Bruno Junqueira was the other driver. Wow. Flipping heck. Well, don't forget, we get to play with the BMW Williams in 2001 and 2002. So, who knows, we might get a drive there. Because, as you can see above me with the rules of this series, at the end of each season, basically every driver that the game has us listed as ahead of in the championship in the final results, we get to choose that driver's seat. We get to take their seat from the following year. Almost as if to be like, you know, we impressed them more than X driver and whatever. So the team offered us a contract for the next season and all that. So we will see how we progress with that. Frentzen's still out there. Third at the moment, though, for Heinz. Wow. I did not know that. To be fair, you are the fountain of knowledge, to be fair, mate. I like the Jason Plato story with Williams and Renault in the British Touring Car Championship, how they had a shootout. Jean-Christophe Bouillon eventually came back to Williams and Renault a few years later, didn't they? I liked that. I liked the 2004 Williams with the walrus nose on it. It was much prettier when they revised it, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was just something different. It was iconic. It was like the double-nosed Lotus where it had like a... I mean, I know it as the Su-47 nose. There's a Russian aircraft called an Su-47 Berkut, and there's two bits on it, and they're like that. They're not the same length. And the Lotus had the same thing, didn't it? It's close to times. Oh, look, a qualifying session. Where the bloody hell is Irvine? He's still sat in the pits. So, for those of you that didn't watch the Australian Grand Prix earlier, when we had the qualifying, when it gets to half an hour on there, up above me, we then basically click finish session, and it sort of gives people a representative time. BMW used it to inspire the front of the M4. Yeah, that was a shed and all. Frentzen used to drive a funeral car. Bloody hell. What's the story? You'll know this, David. And I'm not going to ask you anything about Balamori. What's the story between... Didn't Schumacher steal Frentzen's girlfriend or something? Or Frentzen stole Schumacher's girlfriend? It went one way then the other, didn't it? Isn't Schumacher's current wife Frentzen's ex-girlfriend? Can't remember what the story was, but I'm sure there was some Big Brother stuff going on there. I don't know why Big Brother. More like Strictly Come Dancing, isn't it? Not that I've ever watched it. Projected conditions are now overcast. Yeah, Schumacher stole Frentzen's. Max and Kvyat, yeah, well. Yeah, that Russian money ain't worth it anymore, is it, son? So it's a home race, this, for Zonta and me. So we need to do... Oh, God, we're 15th. 16-2. Got him 2 seconds off. The circuit has got better since then, though, hasn't it? Wow, stole his seat and his girlfriend and his kid. Bloody hell. Bloody Nora. Eddie Irvine is not giving us the entertainment we need here, or deserve. Coulthard's 4th. Here's Dill, 5th. At present, anyway. Is he going to improve that? Let's do a scrolly scroll. Go on. He improves, but does not improve his position. Who else? Anyone else out there? Fisichella. Where did Benetton finish in the Grand Prix earlier? Weren't they up there? Yeah, to be fair, Kvyat, I rated Kvyat. I liked him, but he was just another one of them drivers that to me just didn't have that like little 5% at the top that just made them really great. They were good enough to be where they were. They deserved the seat they got, but just not. Noodle, good to see you. Hope you're well. Thank you very much for joining us this evening for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Still nothing from Irvine, and it's getting close to crunch time. And the Williams. Where do we reckon they're going to go? Pop some guesses in the chat. Irvine, Zanardi, Schumacher. Just 3 positions, like P3, 12, 15, wherever. Where do you think it's going to pop them? If any of you get it right, I'll send you a tenner. Oh, well, it's too late for that. It's too late for that, Ralph. You can't do it now, mate. You got 30 seconds, son. You ain't having anything. 6, 10, 5. Fair enough. I think that's quite accurate. 5th, 8th, 13th. Right, we're going to cross-reference these. 3rd, 13th, and 9th. Well, Ralph's got 10 seconds to show off the lovely livery of this Williams. And then he's going to get thrown into the virtual shadow realm. And kaboof. So what did we say? Irvine P6. Where the flipping exit put Irvine? Oh my god, Irvine's 18th. None of you have got that. That's it. Throwing that out. Throw that result out. Wow. Irvine behind us. We're 16th in the end. Ralph Schumacher was 10th. And why can't I see Zanardi? Oh, he's last. It put Zanardi last. This is the thing. This is why we need to do the full... Well, why we need to do half an hour, at least, because that's what it throws up. So, on to the next session, which is warm-up. We're not going to do that. We're going to go to the race. Raining. What tyres is everybody on? Slicks, 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 slicks. Why is everybody on slicks? You absolute psychopaths. Everyone is on slicks. It's raining and will continue to do so. Do we go inters? I think we go inters. I think we fuel it up, put inters on it. So we're going to try and one-stop this. How many laps? 35 laps? One stop. Or do we two-stop it? As long as possible in pit for inters. You reckon? You reckon we match what they're doing? I'm going to put 15 laps of fuel in. And then we're gonna put 2 stops in, I think. And then we'll do 2 sets of 60 litres to give us 10 laps apiece. We're going to start... Do we start on softy? Sure. I think we go inters and just see what the pace difference is, because it is raining, so it's going to continue getting wetter. I'm going to go inters. I'm going to make this call. And we're going to 2-stop it. So we're going to do a long stint at the first part of the race, see how it goes. And then we'll go from there.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Welcome to Brazil.
Cheers.
For round 2 of the 1999 FIA
Look at that
Formula
anti-aliasing.
1 World Championship.
Bang him.
The weathermen are predicting rain all weekend, which will really provide some action out on the track.
Is it? Yeah, they're all still on slicks. I wondered whether I had to load in and it would then change them.
Second. Heinz Harald Frentzen, third.
God, everyone's close together on this grid, aren't they?
Coulthard, fourth.
God, you got no room to move.
Damon Hill
It's
consistently
Herbert.
outpaced his championship rival, the BAR driver.
Shut up.
Rubens Barrichello, 6th.
Oh.
7th. Yano Trulli, 8th. Fisichella, 9th.
Oh, they cut that
Schumacher,
audio file
10th.
off quickly.
Villeneuve was consistently faster than his teammate. He starts 11th.
Yeah. Keep it going. What do you think,
Panis,
Sabrina?
12th.
Tell him shut up.
Wirtz, 13th. Diniz, 14th.
Got my own grid, girlie.
Alesi, 15th. The BAR driver, 16th.
Me.
De La Rosa, 17th. Irvine, 18th.
Yeah. Eddie.
Badoa, 19th. Tora Takagi, 20th. Mark Genek, 21st.
Yeah.
Zanardi, 22nd.
I'm going to be out of a job. Right, well, I'm on Inters. I've made the call. Let's do it. Brazilian Grand Prix, 99 is go. Car hasn't got away. It's Coulthard again. Whoa. Remember, we're not queue jumping. Not queue jumping loads. Come on. Coulthard's mucked it. Right. How right is this call on Inters? It looks like it's the right one. Are they slowing down? Nope, they've just not got the pace. Now remember, we're not queue jumping. But we are on the right call here, I'm telling you. Oh, you clown. Bloody Prost drivers. Ah! Jesus. Now you can damage the suspension on this before you damage your wing, so I need to be careful. Look at that. Superior grip. Oh, this is... See? Shut up, Adam. I was doing my job. See, now when it comes down to strategy like this, we're laughing. What a start. See, look, they're pitting straight away. Oh, did it have no wing? Oh, Villeneuve's right in front of us. Hey, I'm happy with that start. Get off that curb, you pig. Yeah, Villeneuve wasn't in the F1 97 game. He was Williams #1 back then. Well, to be fair, Matt, I've only just seen your comment, sorry, hello. The guy that's doing the voiceover for this, he actually was the guy that used to do the season review voiceovers, and I don't know his name. But he was really good at them. I used to watch the 1998 season review religiously as a kid on VHS. I remembered so many of the voice lines of like the team lineups and stuff at the start of the season. We've definitely got the pace here. We could have the fastest lap of the race. Sounds like a Keith. He does. Bit of a posh Keith. Are we catching Villeneuve or what? Yeah, we are. Is that the fastest lap? Tell me. No. I don't think it actually starts checking fastest laps until a little bit later in, because it knows that it'll fluctuate like mad in the opening laps. It's not a clear indication. That curb on the outside there is horrific. Yeah, I think it was Duke that did the old videos, wasn't it, Matt? That did the old F1 reviews. I know they did the BTCC ones with all the full commentary from the likes of Charlie Cox and John Watson. It's another Stewart holding people up here. I didn't know Duke did the MotoGP one, so I'd love to see the old MotoGP reviews. That's something I keep saying I'm going to follow. I'm going to get back into MotoGP next year, because for 2 or 3 seasons I followed it. And it was really, really good. And by the look of it, this year was epic. Absolutely epic. So I want to follow it again. Yeah, I had a few Crash compilation ones. There was a video by, I think it was Diamond P Sports, a very American video, and they walked away. It was all like drag racing accidents and like World of Outlaws sprint cars. That's what introduced me to them in the early 90s. The video was from 1991 or 2. I was born in 1992, so it was when I was about 6 or 7, I think I inherited that. This is going well so far. Just speaking about the Grand Prix for a second. Lap 4, we've got loads of fuel, and we're quicker than these lots simply because of the fact we're on inters. Oh, well, we were. There's Irvine. I don't mind losing a place to him. Oh, God, Jesus. Just overdid it a little bit on the brakes there. And this is what I mean. Even though I've got... Oh, sugar. Bye-bye. Cheers, Jack. Well, AI going to AI. But yeah, as I was going to say, even with stability and traction and stuff like on as high as they'll go, you can still overdo it. I kept up with BSB a little bit because my good friend Tom Brooks commentates on BSB, and he had to commentate on some mighty incredible racing. Bless him. Okay, 7th. We've got potential for points here if this strategy works out. That won't work out. Come on. God, the traction is really trying to drag me around. It just feels like it's going to spin away from me. I'm so scared of it now that it did that a lap or so ago. Ah, there. I mean, that was more curb, so... But it's when I come off the brakes, it just snaps into the corner. We've got a good gap here, though, in the traffic. Got 7 seconds to Herbert ahead. Over 10 seconds to Panis behind. Ten laps of fuel. I think it's getting wetter and wetter, though. It's still raining. Unsure when we go from inters to wets, though, to be honest. We'll have to see. Hello, Cinnobbers. Hope you had a good Christmas, mate. I always try and round that corner off too much. It's a big old square. You can use that curb to really dig it in round there, but can you get a what? Of course you can, mate. Anytime. Why did I grab 5th there? Love you too, Jake. Great to see you, mate. You join us in the wonderful British American Racing BAR 001, Ricardo Zonta, or me at the wheel. Hey, we're catching Johnny. That's a point scoring position as well, which will open up our options tenfold. I agree with you, Mr. Hoyland. I think drivers that are of a certain calibre and with a proven track record like that in other series from before should be not allowed to be classed an AM, basically. Disregarded as AMs and straight into pro driver seats. There's some lovely classification graphics for you. Schumi leads. Frentzen second. And the Jordan's going well. Second and fourth at the moment. Let's see how long that lasts. Ralf Schumacher's going alright, considering that he didn't want to bother going out in qualifying, isn't he? So terrified it's going to break away from me there. We are really flying up behind Johnny Herbert now. Sorry, Adam, but I'm glad that I have chosen the Interzia. Get on them early with it continuing to get wet. Still got to take it a bit easy because they don't give you all the grip in the world, but for the high speed stuff they really do make that difference. Of course, Ben. God, we are absolutely flying here. Cars on slicks are struggling. Could have had him there, but I just didn't want to lob it up the inside and risk it. Hopefully we can use the slipstream, because you don't need DRS. God, that Stewart is fast. Oh, that was not nice on that curb. That was very bumpy, very dodgy. However, we are now in the points legitimately in our BAR for the first time. And I'm about to ruin it. Sorry, Martin. Oh, went a bit deep there. I'm worried that these Inters are going to wear quite quickly. Adam! I'm glad you got a sense of humour, Adam. Fair play to you, though.
Schumacher is running fifth, about 5 seconds ahead. You're running sixth.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. We are. From where on the grid? Were we 15th or 16th or something? I'm amazed that he's able to keep up on slicks, because it is continuing to rain more and more. I think we're going to stay on Inters though. God, it's just tiptoeing around there. It's trying to break away. You can see the force feedback wiggling around. Car's feeling great now, though. Who's the cardboard cutout? That is none other than Sabrina Carpenter, my friend.
Schumacher is running
Charlotte got me for Christmas.
You're running 6.
So when one fit blonde's not here, at least the other one's still here. I tried to get her in shot a bit better than that, but where the Christmas tree is where she'll eventually go. Yeah, absolute vibe, mate. I've got a 6 foot, well, no, not 6 foot, it's about a 5.5 foot tall goose sat in my rig as well, called Rolf. Yeah, fairs, Jake. Gives you something better to look at than me. If you just tend to glance down in this direction. My cleavage is banging, thank you, Jake. Three tits in shot. Oh, Ben, you nasty man, but fantastic entertainer.
Schumacher is running 5th, about 5 seconds ahead. You're running 6.
This is going alright, this, isn't it? Oh, I've said it now. The game will crash or something in a minute. Thank you to those of you that have stuck around. Appreciate having you here. Thank you to those of you that have watched this on YouTube up to this point as well. This will be going on YouTube as an upload, as like an episode. So you can watch them back on YouTube as well, if you so wish. I'm not being kind enough to put them in a separate playlist, so unlucky. You can commentate as Curse yourself, Ben. Yes, I've done it many a time. Said things like, "That was good, wasn't it?" and then had a massive accident. I'll show you all the goose at the end of the episode. You'll see. Hey, we're doing alright though. I'm going to commentate as Curse myself. 3 laps to go on the fuel. Lap 12 out of 35. Still on the inters. It's getting wetter and wetter.
Schumacher is running 5th, about 5 seconds ahead.
I'm not sure whether we change to wets or whether we stay on inters. But to be honest, nobody else is really making a change, or there's no... Oh, I say that. We haven't seen a obvious change in a struggle from other drivers on slicks now. So the sort of window hasn't moved from slicks to intermediates or from intermediates to wets. David, I'm not repeating that phrase out loud. And I should also stop looking when I'm going around corners. It is feeling a bit dodgy. I don't know whether we go to wets, because it's all well and good getting the call right at the start of the race, but getting it right midway through when we can't see what everyone else is doing. And I will not check what everyone else is doing, because I could just pause it and check what tyres someone else puts on. We're not going to do that. No, I've only had the Goose and Sabrina about 2 days. Christmas Day. I just want to hold on to this one championship point, because that will open up my options so much, and it'll do it early on, so I won't have to struggle through the season for just one championship point. This is so much fun though, I have to say. Okay, so the sun pit stop's been taken already. Put more fuel in and stay inters, yeah? It won't make it to the end, so I will need to two-stop it, I'm pretty sure. And the thing is, if you put full fuel in it, the weight is horrific, so with the pace I've got, I'm going to leave that window just in case I do need to change to wets later on. I'm going to leave that window there. Because it means that if I do need to come in and change tyres, it's not affecting the strategy. It's not sort of taking me out of my predicted window of where I was going to be. Because things have gone really well so far. If there was a... We've just got past Ralph, I think. Oh no, has he just come out the pits? Oh no, yeah, it was Frentzen in the pits. Says he's a second behind me. I'm intrigued to see if we get a look at his tyres. Whoa, the car broke away there. It floated towards the apex. Actually, can we fuel it enough to get to the end? Yeah, we can. How many do we need from here? 20. Let's just fully fuel it. There we go. Cool. Okay, you've got to be careful on the pit entrance here. That's something I really need to practice in quali, is pit entrances. There's 1 kilometre an hour over, and you get done here. I think there's a yellow line somewhere here. There it is. I remember getting done for it in a practice that I did. Okay, it's going well. It's going well. Thank you again, those of you that have stuck around so far. There's Villeneuve out of the race. Come on. It doesn't show the tyre grooves there, don't worry, I am on slicks. Don't put that lollipop through my nose. Okay, fuel to the end. On inters. We've adapted a one-stop strategy, thank you, Mr. Watson. Oh, it feels heavy. Oh, it's a heavy pig round there, goodness me. I never doubted that at all, Adam. You're one of these people that just has a really good knack for picking up on data and translating it into something you can use it for. Whereas I see the data and I go, lines and numbers. Okay, so we're 7th at the moment. So we haven't even lost a lot of ground here, because our pace was that good earlier. Just need to keep it tidy. Keep it on the low-res grey stuff. And we could get some points. Has he? No. That's why I shut up. He was saying Schumacher has just done the fastest lap of the... Someone's gone, by the way. And he's gone, what? Has he just done that? Yeah. He saved the thing. He's like, I mean Hakkinen has done the fastest lap of the... What? Mika's like, hold my beer. Watch this, the Michael. Bloody love Mika Hakkinen. Whoa. That was a bit deep. It doesn't bite into the corner as much when you lift off and when you come off the brakes. When it's got loads of fuel in it, the rotation just isn't the same. You have to sort of play around with the throttle a little bit more just to get it to behave itself. Hope you're all enjoying this. This will be quite the long series of streams and episodes and all sorts. Keep an eye on that gap to Trulli. Doesn't look like it's raining as hard anymore. Just an observation I've made. We're only about halfway through now. I worry whether it's going to dry out. Zonta domination could bore fans. Hey, there's no domination going on here, mate. We are not winning out. Trulli's catching me, isn't he? But is that the weight talking? Is that the weight of all the fuel in this thing? 'Cause it's got over 100 litres in it. That's going to weigh quite a lot. So I can't get too discouraged because he's probably light on fuel to get past the halfway point of the race, one stop it, and then go to the end. So we'll see. At the end of the day, I can only put in what I can. Am I catching Herbert? I thought I was 18 seconds behind him before.
Is running 6, about 20 seconds ahead. You're running 7.
Yeah, it doesn't stop well.
Already in the pit.
Yeah, see, we've just gone past halfway, so some of the teams are one stopping, so they've had a lot of fuel in. Yeah, I thought, whoa, refueling made it interesting because of the cars being affected by the weights and so on. Yeah, Trulli is catching. Sounds like he's bringing company with him as well.
Ferrari, already in the pit.
Man.
Hill is running 6, about 20 seconds ahead. You're running 7. Schumacher is in the pits now.
I'm concentrated.
Hakkinen has just put up the fastest lap of the race.
That's an interesting fact, David. I didn't know that. The iconic 2005 US Grand Prix. I ought to turn the number of AI down and simulate it. Oh, it didn't want to go there. Hello. It's going to be a long old run to the end, this is. Trulli's catching. To be fair, the gap to Hill and that lot ahead is staying very similar. Toyota. You're joking. I did not know that about Alonso in 2009. Then again, my knowledge of that sort of from like 2008 to sort of 13 is a bit spotty. Much like the rain here, it's not raining anywhere near as much as it was, and that worries me. Oh my fucking god. Well, there's a swear. There's an unedited F-bomb for you. I don't know if you heard that as loud as I did, Matt, but thank you very much. Absolutely zonted my veal nerves. Oh my god. Is he now? We're not, we're running 6th. We're in the points. There's been a pit stop ahead. He's trying. He was in my mirrors, but the graphics are covering him up. He's all over me. This is the weight of the car making the difference now. I'm intrigued to see. Oh, I've gone deep. I'm intrigued to see what tyres he's on when he goes past, inevitably. He's on slicks. Prost already in the pits. I think that's going to be him. No. Wow. Is it drying out? I don't think it's drying out enough, is it? Oh my god, look at the speed of that. Blue flags. Hi, Mika. There's still spray. There's still a bit of rain. I'm wondering whether I need another stop here. I'm very much not a part of the trolley train. I'm in a carriage that's been unhooked from the locomotive at the front, and the locomotive is carrying on down the road. That's those two in front of us, and the car behind. Do we carry on? I think it's drying out. Or are they just that much faster because they're light on fuel? Clearly the slicks aren't that bad. I'm not sure. I think we've got to stick to our guns. It's still raining. It's not going to dry out that much. Box of snows. They had monsoon tyres still in 1999. They were literally called monsoon tyres. Because back then they didn't stop F1 when it rained. Ferrari Pitbull is just showing the chat. Thanks, Martin. Do you mean Inters? We are checking, we are checking. Got another 13 laps to do on these pigs. I don't know whether I come in just for new tyres, because these tyres are going to have done like 2/3 of this Grand Prix. Plan F. I was thinking Plan M. For mum help. No, don't request a pit. I'm I'm still in 6th place. I'm just going to cling on to the Inters. There's a lot of people pitting, so this is going to give me some free time if we stay out. That's the car just in front. I'm not requesting to pit. No, we're not. Don't be. No. That's because we originally had a stop scheduled at the end of lap 25. Got a hair. Well, whatever we do, we want to take that fuel out. Just in case. Just in case these tyres get absolutely mullered and we need to come in for whatever reason. We don't need any more fuel. Salo did a 0-stop race. What? Wasn't Salo in a Tyrrell in 97? Or was Salo in... Was he in a Stewart with Magnussen? Who was in the Stewart with Magnussen? It was Magnussen and Verstappen in 97, so yeah, Salo was in the Arrows, wasn't he? Tyrrell, not Arrows. Fair play. Okay. Lap 27 out of 35. Herbert's 5 seconds behind. Not sure if he'll have to pit again, we'll see. I hope he does. This is... I'm like running through every scenario in my head. Schumacher, Hakkinen, Schumacher. God, don't look at the flipping graphics, Chaz. Still 10 laps left on this fuel. Can I make 15 seconds up? No.
About 25 seconds ahead. You're running 6. Ferrari, already in the pit.
Ooh.
Benetton, already in the pit. Sauber, already in the pit. Williams, already in the pit.
Is Herbert getting closer? I think the gap's staying about the same, is it not? Whoa. I tried putting a bit more lock on then. There's a lot of pit stops coming on here. Are we going to gain a few? Don't think so. Just drive fast. Cheers, Brian. Good to see you, mate. How you doing? Well.
Renton is running 5th, about 15 seconds ahead. You're running 6. Prost, already in the pit. Minardi, already in the pit.
There's a lot of pit stops. I don't think we're... Oh, no! Go, go, go. Rejoin, rejoin, rejoin. Oh, come on. That's how easy you can drop it. Even with traction control and stability still on, it can go when you lift off the brakes like that. Luckily, the car behind pitted. But I think the tyres, the rears feel very ropey. Ah, get off the curb. You sod. Car behind is not for position. 6 laps to go. I'm going to try and make it last. Oh yeah, 5 to go, but I think he's pitting. It's not raining anymore. Can't afford to lose any more time. Yeah, we're losing time. A lot of time. Is that a Minardi behind me that is outpacing me like mad? I think it is. Yeah, it is. I think we've just got to go with it now.
Schumacher has just put up the fastest lap of the race.
It's so, the weather is so subtle on this, it's hard to tell when it's stopped raining and when it's drying out.
Already in the pits.
Box for a new car, innit? To be fair, Stewart are in the pits. Is that Barrichello? Watch that time go up.
Hill is running fifth.
Yes.
About 15 seconds ahead. You're running 6.
Okay. We could do this. We've only got a few laps to go. And we're over 15 seconds ahead of the car behind. Which is Johnny Herbert. He's just gone past Rubens now. I think we've got this. I think we've got a championship point out of this. As long as I don't spin. Just got to be very careful. I'm so nervous. Whoa, 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 whoa. I hope you're all as nervous as I am. I'm absolutely... Yeah. Words. "15 seconds back to Herbert. No, it was going. I don't know, Matt. Now Schumacher isn't too far behind us here, so we could get away with not doing another lap. Now he's just finished 32, so he's not lapped me yet. So I need him to lap me, really. However, I worry how close Johnny Herbert is to him. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that subscribers shouldn't see ads, boys. Oh, God. It's trying to go. Tactical ad. Yeah, you've got to keep watching through the ads to get the suspense of this final part of the race. It's raining. It's raining. It's just started raining. No. God, with the traction control on, there's nothing you can do in those moments. Come on. Is that Glock? God, it is like one of those finales, isn't it? But this is only the second round of the championship, and it's just me for one championship point, one measly championship point. But if I get it, like I've said, that is, oh God, that's going to give me so many more options for the year 2000. Because it just means that we're going to have 1 point over so many drivers. No, these Inters are absolutely slick now. They are dead. It's been good to actually see the tyre wear come into play, because strategies in every test I've done have basically gone to plan. So I've not really had a chance to knacker the tyres. Going on to lap 34. Listen out for how far behind Schumacher is.
About 25 seconds ahead. You're running 6.
He hasn't said anything about Schumacher.
First blue, give way to the car.
There he is.
When you can.
Oh, the Sauber doesn't want to go. Typical. Well, that means this will be the last lap. That means this will be it. Johnny Herbert's 9 seconds back still. He's in this train of cars behind me. There's a Sauber and a Minardi. Then Johnny. I think with Schumacher there, that's going to be it. And that's going to be... Oh, don't lose it now, car. Come on. If Schumacher wins this, we've got a championship point, and he's going to, isn't he? He's going to have done it. Yes, come on. Come on, yes. That is a championship point. We've got a championship point, everyone. Oh, brilliant. It does this. Nice one, Ayat. Jesus Christ. Thank you very much, Matt Hoyland. Come on. There we go. A top 6. Championship point in the low downforce BAR. What is it doing? Sometimes it stops in the middle of the straight and tries to peel into the pits. Oh, I'm buzzing. I am buzzing. That is brilliant news. That really, really helps us. Ralf Schumacher with a podium. Banging. God, I think it looks great without a rear wing on it. Flipping heck. That was intense, that. Flipping heck, that's unrealistic and all. Both Jordans inside the top 6. Thank you very much, Callum. Thank you very much. Good timing, mate. Schumacher takes the win. I need to connect Spotify to my phone so I can start playing stuff without having to click off this window, because we're going to end the stream in a moment. But wow. Schumacher wins then.
At the end of an amazing Brazilian Grand Prix, here are the final results.
A lot of people finished.
Schumacher first.
Wow.
Mika
Coulthard
Häkkinen
had a big
second.
crash at the start.
Ralf Schumacher third. Frentzen fourth. Hill.
Wait for it.
The BAR driver sixth.
That's me. That's me. That is our first championship point in the playthrough. I am absolutely buzzing that we've got one in the first stream. So, every driver now that doesn't score points, if it finished like this, Schumacher's got both wins now. if it finished like this, we could choose any of these drivers' seats of those that raced in the year 2000 and basically just go and race for them, which is absolutely mint, and that really opens up a lot to us. Dead cool. No, that's not how it works, David. So Barrichello had the Ferrari seat the next year. So we don't choose a seat at the team they were in at this time. We choose the seat they would have gone to in 2000. So we would have had to have we'd have to beat Barrichello to get a seat at Ferrari. We'd have to beat Hakkinen and Coulthard. It doesn't count with people like Button and so on who made their debut and all that. It has to be a driver that went into 2000. So we could go stay at BAR and take Villeneuve's seat. Or, you know... Well, actually, no, because Panis is there as well. Did he go there in 2000? No, Zonta stayed with them in 2000, didn't he? But yeah, you get the idea. You get the idea. We could go to Jaguar. Didn't Fizzy go to Jordan? No. Who was in Jordan in 2000? I'm thinking 2001 was Trulli. And anyway, but yeah, Schumacher leads the championship. Hakkinen, then Ralf Schumacher, David Coulthard, DNF from that one. Frentzen and Hill have 3 points each. And look at that. We have a single point for BAR. That's awesome. Absolutely awesome. That is going to be it from this stream, though, everybody. Thank you so much for watching me play this strange choice of a game, to be honest with you. Let me just do this. You might have lost game audio now. Hopefully, there's not 2 bits of music playing at once over this, and you can hear at least... Oh, I've clicked off it. Hopefully, you can hear at least some music. You should be able to. Can you hear music? Yeah, everyone say bye to Sabrina. Bye, Sabrina. Oh, and I told you I'd show you the goose. This is the giant goose. This is Rolf, mate. He's some bloke. He sits at the rig and he chills because I don't sit in the rig enough. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I'm really glad that we got that initial championship point. Sorry it was a bit of a longer stream than planned. I can't believe it's after midnight now. That's absolutely balmy. But yeah, once again, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, whether you've watched it on Twitch, whether you're watching this back on YouTube as well. Don't forget that you can obviously catch these on Twitch if you haven't watched them live already. So I hope that you'll join me for those in future. But thanks once again for watching, everybody. Let's go get more points. I'm going to be doing this again in a week today. We're going to be doing this on Friday. I might move it a little bit earlier just because it's quite a long stream. So yeah, join me next Friday, a week today. And yeah, I hope you all have a fantastic new year if I don't see any of you before then. And I'll see you soon. Cheers.